knowledge supreme. Bobby A1 need mountain dream lord. Scuba camera haunting our show. Together we reveal the feel we bestow. Jump scares and monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark.
What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore More Podcast. I'm your not-so-mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I don't bring this shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror brethren. Started off, we have that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
We have the Lord Scuba Cabra, the host with the ghost, the Dean of the Deceased, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, motherfuckers?
And we have that delicious meat mountain, but we also like to call him that killing machine, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening, fuckers. It's the 10th of February. Holy shit.
Yeah, pretty much we're already halfway through this bitch.
Yeah, that's why I'm holy shit.
Right? And so thank you for joining us again. Today we're covering Alien Romulus, as you can see below me. But, before we do that, and I know we all definitely want to jump in this one because this is going to be a great discussion episode. We're going to talk about what we did or didn't do in the past weekend. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you could please.
I will do that, but before we do that, I gotta fix this because it's throwing me off.
Hey, man.
Throwing me off, buddy.
Listen, I was letting you do it because you set it all up, and I was like, I don't care, man.
I was not even paying attention.
I was gonna bring it up.
It threw me off too, but I'm like,
I
nope,
was in the middle of reading Tit Squatch, so I wasn't paying attention.
I mean, we all thrive in a little bit of chaos, so I was just gonna let it fly. But hey, dude, that's cool.
My anxiety was kicking in. Had to fix it. All right.
You're like, no, man, this isn't to the usual. What the fuck?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Slice of Life.
Hell yeah! God damn!
Yeah,
That was absolutely solid. Thank you for that, sir.
Oh, you made my balls.
Whoa.
Hey.
Hater, hider,
Oh,
hoder.
wait, was that my? Oh, that was my hand. That's my bad.
Chad, Daddy, the reins are in your hands, sir. How was your weekend, brother?
It wasn't too bad. So Thursday, I gave myself a 4-day weekend because we got an ice storm once again on Wednesday, and we actually got another one on Saturday. So within a week, we've had 3 bad ice storms.
Damn.
What the fuck, bro?
Shit.
Yeah, I know. And Thursday morning,
You're
I got up.
south of me, man. That's not supposed to be like that.
But we got up Thursday morning. I walked out. Now the kids had already been called for a 2-hour delay the night before. So I get up. I'm like, I know this is gonna be bad. Walk out to my front porch. I just step out the door, and we have a roof over our porch. Like it is
Yeah.
covered. As soon as I step out, I slip and fall on the ice. I'm like, well, fuck this.
That's something you don't want to do when you're over 40.
Mm-mm.
That's just never a good time.
No, because I knew if the porch was like that, my road was sure as shit going to be like that. And even if the main roads were clear, mine wasn't touched. And it's a pretty windy road getting out to the main road. And off to the side is like a sheer drop. Like there's trees there, but it is since we've moved here a couple years ago, we've seen 3 cars going off the side of that.
Oh,
Okay,
Damn.
so you know it's a spot. For
I
sure.
know it's a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, they don't pay me enough for this. So I
that sounds
called
like a
off.
pet cemetery road.
Kinda. And so I said, that's what I have PTO time for. So I kept that, took that day off, relaxed, did a little phasmophobia and things like that. I've been doing a lot of like singular, and I'm actually getting better. I actually have got it right a couple of times recently. So
Nice.
So
What's up,
that
Brody?
was Thursday. Friday, the kids had school and it was my normal day off. So Thursday, I was smart and said, you know what? I'm going to do all my housework now so I can just sit and relax on Friday.
There you go.
So Friday morning, I was going to watch, I don't remember what I was going to watch. And I'm sitting there, I'm reading an article about different Godzilla movies that have horror elements to it.
Okay.
So I think number 2 or 3 was Godzilla versus Biollante. And I'm like, I haven't seen that one in a minute.
Great movie.
It is good. So I threw that on, watched it on Max, and I started watching it. And I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be in English or Japanese because I knew HBO put out the dub version of it when it came out on video cassette back in the 90s. So I'm like, oh, let's see which one it is. And it turns out that it was the subtitle. It's in Japanese.
Word.
And I was going to put on my DVD of it that has the dub on it, but I'm like, you know what? I don't think I've ever actually watched it in the original Japanese language. I think every time I watched it has been the dub, so I said screw it and watched it.
Okay.
So that was cool. Then I think it was Thursday. The wife, Steph, comes up to me. She's like, "How much do you love me?" And I knew, I'm like, "How much is it going to cost?" She's like, "Well, that depends." I'm like, "It's a tattoo, isn't it?" She's like, "Yeah." So she talked me into getting her a tattoo, which she hasn't got it yet. She was supposed to get it today, but the lady canceled because her kid was sick. But she's like, "If you want, that could be my Valentine's present." I'm like, perfect. Saves me the trouble. So she's like, "Well, what do you want for Valentine's Day?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't really think about it. I don't really want anything." She's like, "Okay, hold on." Then she's like, "I got you something for Valentine's Day. It'll be here Saturday."
It's a
Like,
double
all right. So
sticky.
Saturday comes around. Saturday, we took the kids bowling. We get home. It's like an hour later after we get bowling. It starts freezing rain. She's like, "Well, it says it's out for delivery." I'm like, "So Walmart's delivering it in this." She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, fine." So
That poor bastard.
I'm debating. Like, do you want to call him and maybe say he
Seriously.
doesn't have to deliver it? She's like, "Well, it's already out for delivery. I don't know if he'd get in trouble for not dropping it off." I'm like, "All right." So he comes in, drops it off. She tips him, and let me show you what I got.
Hooer.
Nice.
Oh, new chair.
New chair.
Oh shit! Oh, nice.
Chad's got the gaming chair now.
New gaming chair. It reclines. It has a footrest.
Bro, I got one of them too. They're awesome. They're just
That is, yeah.
My old one reclines, but does this one?
Oh, there he goes. Yep.
No, I'm sitting there, and
I don't have
it's funny
one
because I
yet.
tested after I'm putting it together, and I lay back, and the dog just jumps up and lays down. I'm like, well, he approves.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I got these new.
I have to get one because
I got a new headset because mine were falling apart.
I was gonna say they do look shiny and new. Do
They
you got
are.
the nice lumbar support there?
I do. It's back here.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Oh, damn it! It slid down. To the frick. I can't get it to stay.
Now
in
it's booty
place, though.
crack.
Yeah,
Does yours have ties to go around it?
it has straps that go up and down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get it to stay in place though.
Be careful with those because one time I apparently did not latch a strap and I was sitting there and
it
I got a
slapped
little
you.
excited. Yeah, dude, it came around and fucking thwapped. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yep.
I was playing
yeah.
Mortal Kombat. I did a fucking kick when I was trying to kick or some shit.
That would totally be my luck. But yeah, and then Sunday, watched this. Oh, and you guys are gonna love it. So Harper's been watching me play Phasmophobia.
Noise.
So last night, because she thinks it's funny whenever I get scared. So
That's fair.
last night we go up to bed. I go in to check on her, and she's standing on her bed with a blanket over her, pretending to be a ghost. So first off, she told me I had to guess what kind of ghost she was.
Yeah. Right.
No, I don't remember what she was. I think she was just a.
She was the Revenant, wasn't
No, that
she?
was my guess. But I think she was just like a phantom. So she's
Okay.
like, "You guessed it wrong, so I'm gonna have to haunt you now." I'm like, "Great." So Steph's in the bathroom brushing her teeth. I'm laying in the bed waiting for her to get done so I can brush my teeth. So Harper comes up to the door. She's like, "Oh no, the ghost is gonna start flickering the lights." She starts turning the light on and off. Then she goes, "And also this," and just chucks a pair of socks at me.
Hell yeah, dude.
I start laughing.
Oh,
She
that's
comes over. She's
great.
like, "I'm gonna be haunting you in your dreams tonight." I'm like, great.
Awesome.
I knew you guys would love that. So that was my weekend. Scuba Steve.
Let's see. What did I do this weekend? I did not work Friday night. I called into work because I just did not feel like DJing. So I called in. What did I do for? Oh, that's right. I played Phasmophobia.
Yeah, you did.
And I feel like this game is consuming my every free minute that I have. Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
I'm
You're
loving it
welcome.
too.
And we waited.
Which
and
is
we
funny
Bobby
because
played-
you and I have already bought this game.
Yeah. Now we own it twice.
Yeah.
When did we play with Bob? Did we play with Bob on Thursday or Friday?
We played
Friday.
Remember we played earlier.
Well, it was Thursday and Friday. wasn't
Thursday,
it?
I think we did, but we played earlier Friday because he had to bounce for the movie.
Oh, that's
Thursday.
right. Yeah.
Wait, didn't we play Thursday? No.
Yes.
What day did we play without Steve?
I played you.
It
I
was-
played with
that-
you on
that was
Thursday.
Wednesday, I think.
Was it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember.
I think it was Thursday.
It might have been
Days-
Wednesday
It
because
was
I was
Wednesday
at
or
work.
Thursday.
I was at work
yeah.
Wednesday, so that
Yes.
had
So it
to
was
have been the
Wednesday.
only night that I did not. And I'm pissed. I'm so pissed that we did not link up and get the squad together.
Chad.
One
We'll do it this
match,
week. We will do
Chad.
it this week.
Hey,
Hockey? You
it
blew
is-
us away for hockey.
dude. And then then the fucking PlayStation Network was down a good part of the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
You know what?
Yeah.
you had that. That's fair.
Yeah.
That is
But
fair.
the entire time when I saw that the PlayStation Network was down, I was like, that's what he gets. That's what he gets for not
Yep.
playing with PlayStation.
And here's the dumb thing: I didn't think about it. I could have just been playing it in offline mode, and I just sat there and said, "Screw it." I was just too pissed.
I heard some of that worked, some of it didn't sometimes for the offline shit. I guess it was only like it would work.
That's a good
As would
point.
probably work, but I think it was something like if you had DLC or something, the DLC was like tweaked or something. I don't know.
That's that usually
Yeah,
if you're
sad
a
weekend
DLC,
for
it
PlayStation
happens.
folks,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
Especially-
wasn't there some new game that just dropped that was Sony exclusive or
yeah, there was a
something?
Sony exclusive that
the-
dropped.
Monster Hunter something or
Yeah.
other beta. There was
Okay.
the beta for that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they extended the beta of that to make up for it, and they gave everybody, all the PlayStation subscribers, get 5 free days of PlayStation Network. 5
Oh, that's-
days. What they fucking do?
Oh wow!
I didn't even jump on my PlayStation, so whatever.
I know.
And then it was also Helldivers weekend, the year anniversary. So
either. Fuck.
happy anniversary, all you Helldivers out there. I did not jump on and play because Saturday. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
You gotta do
Saturday,
something, baby.
what did I do? Oh, I played Phasmophobia with John and Jen
Yeah, you did.
and his brother-in-law. It was awesome. We had fun.
Ranking.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
fucking
I was on it Saturday night waiting for you guys to say, "Hey, let's join up," and nobody ever fucking said anything, so I just played it by myself.
So
We were on Saturday night.
Ooh. Well,
See,
now wait
No,
a minute.
I
Hold on
PlayStation was still
here.
down Saturday night, wasn't it?
On Saturday night, it wasn't.
I thought it was till Sunday.
No.
I was
No,
reading
that doesn't-
articles all the way till Sunday. That
Yeah,
about
because
it,
I
so
read.
that's
Yeah,
why
I read
Mine
stuff
was
all the way
working.
to Sunday too.
Oh,
So
hmm.
that's dope that yours was working, and we could have invited. And the only reason we didn't invite you is because we thought. And John even said, "Sucks for Chad, Daddy." I was like, "Yeah, Bobby's on PlayStation too, isn't it?"
But we
Yep.
did try playing with Brody
We
Saturday.
did try playing with Brody.
That was just not fucking working at all.
Cluster.
Dude.
It was a
Like-
cluster.
Long story short, they got rid of the Australian servers off of Steam. He's got it on PC. So we were trying North America. Figured Asia would probably be the best, and that like lasted him an extra minute, but it would always just keep fucking kicking him out and shit. There's
How
a
did
few
they
more.
get rid of the Australian servers?
I don't fucking know. There was something to
It
do
was
with like
security risk or something. It had something to do with security or something, so they got rid of it. But yeah, and so we kept trying to play with Brody, but he would talk to us, and it sounded like when Bobby strokes out, how it gets all.
oh
choppy.
yeah, it was
Like,
bad.
It was bad.
We ended up having to Scoop hooked us up through fucking Messenger just so we could have that chat going over here.
Yeah, it was but I mean, we tried. It was fun.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
here.
And then Sunday, what did I do yesterday? Oh, so we've been moving boxes of stuff, crates of stuff. We plan on leaving this house in August. The end of August, we're gonna look for a new place. So we got a storage unit, started moving stuff. And I hurt my back, of course, because I can't lift anything fucking more than 50 pounds without my back giving out. So was dealing with that. We did get a bunch of stuff into the storage though. I sent you boys a picture of some of the crates that I had. That was just crates full of action figures, and then there was like 6 more crates.
I will
other-
gladly give them a home, my friend.
No. I'm not getting rid of them. They're just.
No, I know,
so
but
when it comes time to move, it's not packing all that stuff away because that's just going to take way more fucking time. And I still have tons of stuff in here, and there's still tons of stuff in the living room, but it's all the extra stuff that Mel had already kind of put away to begin with. So all of my packaged figures left. Huge fucking store. We haven't even put a dent in the storage unit. We've made a significant dent here at the house. I have a crawl space upstairs that we completely cleaned out. So we did that, and then I made burgers on the Blackstone yesterday that came out so damn good.
Yeah.
My son said they were the best burgers I've ever made. So coming from him, that means a lot.
Were they smash
compliment.
burgers?
They were not smash burgers. I was gonna do smash burgers, but I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna cook them the way they are. But what I did was I marinated them in Dale's. It's like it's just a liquid
Ooh.
marinade that I got at Walmart, And so I marinated them in Dale's, and then I sprinkled them with some chupacabra, fried them up on the Blackstone, and everything came out fucking amazing. Then that was for lunch. Then a buddy of mine used to make the best damn tacos. He would make them out of his house. He had this little side hustle called Blanco's Tacos. This dude's a white boy. My buddy John, white boy, but made the best damn carne asada tacos you've ever had in your fucking life. Well, he stopped making them. It's been about 4 or 5 years. Well, he messaged me. He's like, hey, for the Super Bowl, I'm making trays, taco trays. $25, you get 20 tacos, limes, hot sauce. And I'm like, throw me down for one. I'm not even watching the Super Bowl. Just
Right?
He's like, what time do you need them? I said, I don't need them at a specific time. I'm not watching the Super Bowl. So then
How much was it? Did you say $45 for 20 tacos?
25.
25.
Bro,
Yeah.
my fat ass would have ordered
I would've
that
paid
plate for
45.
myself. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So, and normally
two.
back in the day, I would kill a whole tray of
I'll
tacos
get
by
two
myself,
trays, two
but
trays.
because I'm on the medication that I'm on,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
only ate like 6 of them, so I still have a bunch of tacos in the fridge right now. So that's probably going to be
Well,
dinner.
guess what's for lunch tomorrow?
You say that, but Mel's behind you like, how?
Yeah, she's fucking in the kitchen right now eating them. No,
She's
they're-
wringing her hands like some kind of super villain.
So I made a post on Facebook that was like, man, like I can't wait for those tacos to come in. I'm gonna devour the whole tray. I didn't put a dent. I did not put a dent in the tray. But and then today,
That's a good thing, though, buddy. That's
yeah,
good.
I know. And then today my back was messing with me, so I needed to go get a steroid shot and go to the chiropractor and make sure that I'm good to go. So I'm still walking kind of wonky, but it'll fix itself. And and then Friday morning, we're gonna backtrack real quick, and then I'm done. We'll switch over to Bobby. Friday morning, I decide I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna trim my beard because it's getting all ratty and long. You know, I barely grow a beard anyways to begin with. So I'm sitting there and I get my clippers out, and I've done this before with the same damn pair of clippers, and I should learn. Damn clips don't stay on there because as I'm trimming it with like a 3, the clip falls off, and I go, "Brrr," and the sideburns are gone.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
And so I'm
Oh.
like, oh my God. There's been like 3 times since I was 18 that I haven't had any fucking sideburns. And so I didn't even tell Mel that I cut it off. I mean, there was nothing I could do. I had to cut it off because it looks stupid. So yeah, I text Mel later. I said I look like a fucking potato. Like I have no shape to my face. This sucks. This fucking sucks. And she's like, yeah, but you look so much younger. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I want my hair back. Damn it. So now it's
Right?
sandpapery, but it's coming in. So that's it.
Give it 2
Bobby?
weeks. You'll be good, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I didn't have any problems with PlayStation this weekend because I wasn't on, and I didn't clip my hair off either. So I'll start right
That's
there.
always a plus.
Friday was chill with me. I played a little Phasma with you guys, and then me and Rebecca went and saw Companion. We enjoyed it. It was a good movie. If you get a chance, check it out. If you don't, you don't. Plain and simple. Saturday, we took my mother out. We went. We took her out to Lancaster for the day, and just went around to different stores and shops and everything. And we got home
what's up, Anthony?
about 7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. And there was no freezing rain at all day. They said it was supposed to start earlier. Nothing. We're downstairs watching a show. An hour later, it looks like an inch of ice is on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck happened and nothing coming down? So we had it here too, and it went till like 3 o'clock in the morning. So the next day shoveling that was a fucking bitch. And then Sunday was just a Super Bowl. I chilled out. I had food. I was hanging out with Rebecca as well. And then today I watched this movie. I didn't get on Phasma at all this weekend. So I did not level up.
And that's
I'm
because
sorry.
Bobby was a higher level than me. When we started playing, we started at the same level. Then I didn't
Yeah.
get to play. And then he was like up there. And I'm like, God damn it. And then now I'm already in my 20s.
I'd say Bob was playing a lot with Jedi.
Yeah.
I'm only at
Jedi,
level
man.
9 right now, so but I did that on
Listen,
I did that on my own.
Don't
so.
get cocky, Steve.
Hey,
I'm gonna
I'm
get
not.
to level 30 all of a sudden. I'm kidding.
If it makes
For
you
no
feel
reason
better.
other than-
I feel like a whore because everybody else is like at best in their 20s, and here I am in the 30s because I fucking just keep playing with everybody.
You are a whore. You slut.
Well, probably,
Right?
I might throw it on tonight just to try and get leveled up myself. We'll see. If not tomorrow,
Let me
Bro,
night,
I'm
know.
definitely.
I'll be
saying,
on.
hit them challenge modes, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
let's
I'm
do a
gonna.
challenge
$5,000
mode,
and
Bobby.
5,000 or 5,000 XP.
No, you said that, so
So
now I'm like, if I could do a couple of those and just level.
Yeah, I'm
up
gonna have to
with
check
the
that
loot,
out
do it.
too.
If we end early enough, Bobby, I'm down to jump on with you for a challenge mode.
All right, so then we'll see what time we end, but definitely, and tomorrow I'm definitely gonna do it too. So either way, tonight or tomorrow, it's either way. So yeah, and I watched this movie today, which I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, which I'm ready to talk about. But first, John, and then we go.
I feel like I really don't have to say anything because, like we all said, we played Phasmophobia all fucking weekend. So
Our weekends were literally together.
yeah,
On
so
the
I mean,
game.
it's a solid weekend, you know.
Which is
Yeah.
a great thing, though. It's a good thing. It's a
I
very
mean, the
good
boys
thing.
and I, we always talk about gaming together, but this is one that's definitely like making it happen. So it's good, and it makes me happy.
Well, I would like to
Yeah.
just to cut you off real quick. I would like to do a Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's
we
fine,
need
dude.
to.
Four of us.
Because they just put in Boogeyman, and I got to upgrade my Poltergeist to even get him. So,
Oh, Gene wants to play Phasmophobia
Yo,
sometime.
Gene, what do
Let's
you
go,
play on,
Gene.
homie?
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Let
a
us-
PC gamer.
yeah. What do you
Okay,
play?
yeah, but it doesn't. I mean,
Okay.
it still doesn't matter. But that's good to know, man.
We need to get your number so we can text you, buddy. And
yes,
send you the room codes.
Yeah,
indeed.
and also so we could send you all the lewds that we made with each other.
Yeah.
So that being said, man, I had a pretty chill weekend. I also did a little COD gaming, which they have a Terminator event going on right now. And of course, I'm such a sucker for it, dude. That was an instantaneous money spend. They fucking got me. I was like, God damn it, dude. But at the same time, it's 84 Arnold, and you also get the fucking endoskeleton. And I was like, all right, that's pretty cool, right? And then as I kept playing, there was more in the pack that my dumbass didn't notice, which made it way better. Like I was like, oh yeah, this makes it all worth it. So for one, the gun, you get 4 different gun types, dude, and they all look like the guns from the first movie, right? There's some variants in it, sure, but for the most part, that's what they fucking are. On top of that, they have this great kill animation with all those guns to where it looks like the player's getting fucking nuked, dude. They turn into a skeleton, turn into fucking ash. It looks great. And then what adds the best part is they have lines from the movie. And so far, it's just been fuck you, asshole, and I'll be back. But the best part is they take the fuck you, asshole, and the I'll be back, and they chop them up and they put them together in weird things sometimes. So sometimes it's like, I'll be back, asshole. And it's like, or sometimes it's just fuck you. And so it's like you're just going around killing people. And you're like, this is fucking great, dude. So totally worth it.
Asshole, I'll be
Fucking
back.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking.
I'll be asshole.
And then I only heard one other quote when I was playing zombies where it was just like, it was one from the beginning movie where he was like something clean, right? Or whatever. So he said that, and I was just like, okay, that was weird.
Oh, that laundry day, nothing clean.
Yeah. He just said nothing clean, right? That's all he says.
Nothing
To which,
Right.
nothing
after
clean,
playing
right.
that, I had to watch Terminator, which I hadn't actually watched. God, dude, I don't even know. Probably in 5 years. I haven't actually like sat down to watch the whole thing, and God damn, does that movie fucking hit every time. Can I just say? And watching it this time, I took Chad Daddy's advice, something he's mentioned on the show many a times, is if you've never have it, watch it through the guise of a horror movie. And it fucking works, dude.
It does.
It totally fucking works. And I've never,
Oh, yeah.
because to me, it's just always been badass sci-fi, right? Like that's what I grew up thinking. But watching it in the guise of like, yo, looking at it as horror. And just obviously that one specifically, not the series. But yeah, it totally fucking works, dude. Like the only thing I think like more people would probably recognize it if there was less gunfighting and more just like hand-to-hand melee kills, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because then you'd have your like legitimate slasher serial killer vibe. So Hell yeah, dude. Director's Cut T2. That might be this week's watch, seeing now I'm all Terminatored up and I'm just like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'll probably stop at Salvation. I don't think I need to go anything past that. But
You don't need to. Salvation was really strong too. That was a really good one.
I love Salvation, dude.
Same.
I have never seen I
been a
started
hot
Dark
minute for me.
Fat and I turned it off, and then I've never watched Genesis, dude. So.
Same.
That being said, I am ready to talk this fucking powerhouse of a movie, and that would be 2024's Alien Romulus. Whose pick was this? The
Scuba Steve.
Scoops? Scuba.
What? Oh, damn. I didn't
Reins
even
are in your
remember
reins are in your hand, buddy.
All right. Alien Romulus released August 16th, 2024. Jackson Star Mining Colony 2142. In the aftermath of the Nostromo incident in Alien 1979, siblings Rain and Andy are losing hope of ever leaving the ringed planet LV-410. When a bold proposition leads them to the Renaissance, a derelict Wayland-Yutani research outpost, a terrifying secret threatens to claim the lives of everyone who dares to uncover it. And now, 37 years before Aliens, history repeats itself. As the newly hatched xenomorph threat spirals out of control, Rain and her team of ambitious colonizers must confront the horrifying face of absolute terror and the ultimate truth. What good is the promise of freedom when certain death awaits? Directed by Fede Alvarez, Evil Dead, Don't Breathe. Written by Fede Alvarez, The Girl in the Spider's Web, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Rodo Sayagues, Don't Breathe, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Produced by Ridley Scott, Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile. Michael Proust, Napoleon, Gladiator 2. Walter Hill, Aliens, and Red Heat. Bobby?
Yeah, Red Heat.
Starring Kaylee Spaney, Pacific Rim Uprising, Civil War as Rain Carradine. David Johnson, Industry, Murder is Easy as Andy. Archie Renox, Upgraded, It's Morbin Time as Tyler Harrison. It sucked. Sorry. Take it down. Isabella Merced, Dora in the Lost City of Gold, Madam Web as Kay Harrison. Spike Fern, the Batman, Back to Black as Bjorn, whatever how you really pronounce that.
Bjorn.
Okay. Whatever. Bjorn. And Eileen Wu, Closing Doors, Skin as Navarro. I'm going to go with that because I can't pronounce. Total body count of 4. Chad.
Music by Benjamin Wallfish, The Invisible Man, The Wolfman.
Ooh.
That's the new one. Cinematography by Gallo Olivares, El Vigilante, which I know I'm butchering, but whatever. Gretel and Hansel. Edited by Jake, not the Snake Roberts, The Hitman's Bodyguard, Civil War. Effects and makeup by Legacy Effects, Studio Gillis, and Weta Workshop. Distributed by 20th Century Studios, aka Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Runtime of 119 minutes, rated R. Made a budget of 80 mil and made 350.9 mil. It's pretty successful.
Damn.
Well, safe to say it. Gene, that depends because Raw Deal is a little more cheesy than Red Heat. Both are great movies.
I don't think I've ever seen Red Heat.
Red Heat's the with
him
Belushi.
with Jim Belushi.
Wait,
oh my
which one-
God!
Which
Oh,
one's
it's so
Raw
great.
Deal? Now I'm forgetting. Is that the Stallone?
Raw Deal is where he was with Darren McGavin, and he was in the FBI. They fired him, and now he's trying to take down the
I don't
crime
think I've ever
family
seen
and
that.
get back into the FBI.
I've seen it once or twice.
It's a great cheesy 85 Arnold movie. Like you would have fun with it. There's so much where you just go like this. Really? Oh, this is great.
Boys, I have an announcement to make
Announce
about Charlie, and I feel like her
Uh-oh.
Gore and More uncles need to hear this.
Uh-oh.
Charlie just yelled out, "What the fuck?"
I'm so proud she's growing up.
How loud was it? Did you get it on?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
too
in
bad
the
the microphone
kitchen.
didn't pick that up.
I texted her to bring me water, and she just walked in. She's on mute your mic. And I said, why? She's like, Charlie just said, what the fuck? She just like stood there, yelled at the TV, what the fuck? I was like, okay, she can't watch me play games no more.
Yeah, but what did she see on the TV? Maybe she was totally like maybe she was right to say that.
I've Miss Rachel, I'm sure, or Sesame Street. I don't fucking know.
That means Elmo fucked up.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
God.
I love when kids swear.
That's great. All right, let's get into
All
this.
right. So did everybody see this prior to this review this time?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I was
Yes.
gonna say because I know I saw it in theaters.
This was my
I saw it in
second
theaters
watch.
with Gene.
Scoobs. I know you did.
I saw it in theater,
yes.
and then I saw it. I actually watched it before I even knew we were going to watch it so soon. I want to say I didn't pay attention to our list. I want to say I watched it, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and so then I watched it again today. So it's probably like my 4th or 5th viewing of it.
Hot damn. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like this movie, man. I just want to start off by saying when I first watched it, I loved it up until the 3rd act. Once that alien hybrid came in, I fucking hated it. I felt like it ruined the whole movie for me. Watching it again and again and again and again, while I still don't like the creature design, I'm okay with what it was and why it came about that way, and the reason that it came out looking like this just ugly cross between an alien, a human, and the engineers.
Engineers.
It's the black goo. I kind of wish they wouldn't have tied in Prometheus into it, but with that being the prequels to it, I kind of do appreciate the fact that they threw in that little nod, which it makes it. I really wish this would have been the birth of the alien queen or something like that would have come out of her, that the black goo would have maybe made the alien queen come out, and then that could have tied in later on to the second film. Whatever. It didn't go that route. We get this really ugly humanoid, great looking creature once you realize that it's not CGI. It's an actual dude dressed up in that shit.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it for that, as goofy as it does look.
You know what my issue, the only issue, and it's so stupid because I know it's supposed to be the engineer head, right? I feel like if you just tweak the head a little bit,
Just a little.
gave it a little bit of the tail,
The
right?
protrusion.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't need the full dick. It just could have a chode, right?
Okay, so
You can have a little chode head.
originally that's what it was.
I feel
And
like
they changed.
that-
I think you can probably thank Ridley Scott for that.
See, even if it was not even the alien chode, if it was the deacon chode, because they're completely different chodes. You know what I mean?
right.
So even if it would have been more
Yeah.
of the deaconish look from Prometheus, I'd have been okay with that.
Yeah. Do you want the smooth bore? You know what I mean here? Or
Yeah.
Oh, is that one of the Walmart toys?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Nice. But I
Love
I
it.
like the characters. Rain, I feel like, while I didn't like her initially in my first watch, she kind of grew on me. I love Andy as a character, especially when he has that switch up, when she puts that microchip in him, and he just becomes this.
Yes.
was cool.
Because he's supposed to be this soft-hearted person that's just there to protect her, but then he just doesn't care about anything but what Wayland Yutani has programmed him in that chip to do. And so we get these group of characters that they're already friends. We don't know how long they've been friends, but we can assume that they've been there pretty much all their lives, working, trying to get the hell out of there, and just trying to make it to this new planet where they can just live and be free, because they're essentially slaves to the corporation. That's all they are.
100%.
And they're never going to be free.
Yeah.
You saw how they screwed Rain.
Which,
Exactly how they screwed her. And
yeah,
that,
they bumped it up to 2,400 hours.
Ugh. No, 24,000.
24,000 hours.
Or
Yeah.
that's at 24,000.
So, she would have been there another 5 or 6 years. So
She would have died.
Yeah, definitely. And the life expectancy there, I'm sure, isn't that long, especially when you're working the mines.
Yeah, if
what
that's
they're
what
mining
killed her
for.
parents, then she would have died. She would have instantly probably had the same fate. And
Yeah.
I think that's why obviously there was just, that choice. It's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
nope.
And we get on this ship that is massive, and they're going to steal the coolant so that they can, and the pods so that they can make it to this new planet that's 9 years away, whatever. And shit just starts happening, and I love the way that it does happen though. When they go into that room and they pull that coolant out, and then everything just from that point on is just completely fucked. And I will say this movie has one of the most tension-ridden scenes for me in any of the fucking Alien movies ever. And it's the scene where they are walking through the room with all the fucking face huggers. That scene, as much as the xenomorphs are terrifying, the face huggers just
That's
freak
Yeah,
me
but-
the fuck
Dude,
out.
You know why?
Because they have pussies on their
I
hands.
was gonna say mouth, dude. They literally shove a tube into your throat. They straight up mouth rape you.
Yeah,
man.
they
dude,
mouth
I am
rape you.
obsessed
they
with
also-
face huggers.
They are
I have
raping.
a ton of them.
Oh, they're
See, that's how they're
great.
supposed to come,
But
not
they're
vacuum
also-
sealed. They're supposed to come in an egg.
See, that's one of the problems I had with this movie. Was
Well,
no,
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
because the way they got the face huggers was they reverse engineered the genetics from Big Chap, right? So
Yes.
they find the alien from the first movie. They basically clone face huggers from his DNA, and they fucking 3D print them.
But at the same time, wouldn't that's exactly what would happen in the future, wouldn't it?
Okay, but that if they can
I can
use
see,
the genetics to 3D print them, and I guarantee that when you look at Alien 3 and all the information sent us, the biomedical and everything that was scanned from the EEV was sent directly to the company. So I'm guessing all this information was also have been sent directly to the company. So that makes the rest of the movies completely fucking redundant. That's
Which
what
is
I don't like
fine.
about this movie. No,
Yeah, but
it's not fine.
Get rid of.
Did not
3.
like this. I did not like
was
this.
dumb.
It was dumb.
What
That was-
year? Okay, what year does this take place again? I know you. I think
20 years after Alien.
What year was that?
And then 37 years.
Because I only asked because I know there's a whole new fucking Alien Earth series coming,
And that
And
takes
that
place
takes place
after
before the first
21.
Alien.
That's supposed to be 2158 or something.
I thought it was 2152
Hold
or
on, I'll
something
get
like
it.
that.
I know it was the year 2150.
Yeah.
something, so, but I would just
Wait, Alien, the original, takes place in 2122.
okay. So, so that would still be
So,
three aliens.
This
would be Alien Earth.
is 20. This is 20 years after, and then 37 years before
Right.
Alien.
So, like, going back to the whole like cloning process, everything. I don't know. That didn't bother me so much, just because I was like, well, I don't know, dude. Like, they're already trying to do that anyways with fucking lab meat and shit now. So,
But that's
Yeah,
just it just they should have just not even done that.
Well, I don't
makes-
have,
It makes the
that
other
big of
it
a
doesn't make any
problem.
sense in the chronology of the rest of the movies.
but if you think about it, we don't know that any of that information was transmitted to the corporation because Rook was trying to get that information out. So we don't know at what point or what it was, when they were sending the info, or if they were getting it instantly, or if, they were doing their experiments and then they would send the information later, because Rook, that was his mission. He needed to get it back to the corporation. So if the station
Mhm.
went offline before any of that happened, that could explain why they did not have any of the information in the later films.
I mean, he did try getting what's her name to give him control of the ship and everything like that.
Because Mother wasn't connected to anything but that one ship. So there was a problem with transmitting off of the station, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, I would say that wasn't an issue for me. What did you say? You said this ties back to 3, where you had the issue with the Chad Daddy?
No, any of them.
alright.
Any of the ones after this, it just completely. No, I said in 3 when
Oh,
the medical scan was transmitted directly to the company.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the company's already kind of like no. I mean, it all depends on how much they want to retcon if they want to do that, but like where the company actually knows about this shit the whole time, and they just
And also, I
sending-
don't care. I don't care what Alien Covenant says. David did not create the xenomorphs.
I think okay, so the fact that this movie deals with the black goo, I feel almost makes Covenant a little easier to take because David didn't make the xenomorphs. He just happened to make his own like variant of the xenomorph. And I agree because that was the fucking thing that appalled me the most about that movie. And I was like, nope, this is trash. I'm gonna turn this shit off. Fuck off. But I don't know. Going back to how you said, Scoobs, you didn't like the goo. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a nice little tie into Prometheus. I was like, all right, we're going a little. I don't need any more goo shit though, right?
Yeah, no. Like
I
that,
don't want to see it ever again after this.
Yeah. No, like I don't mind dipping. Okay, cool. We know. No, man. Give me xenomorphs. Give me dude. Give me other xenomorph like hybrids, right? We've had them in games and shit like that. Let's start going there.
Give something
because those
a
are
little more gnarly
absolutely
and
fucking terrifying. Like when you're playing the game and you get these different variants of the xenomorphs, like they're fucking horrifying.
Give me the old fucking, what was the one I have it behind me? The fucking mantis one. You know what I like? Just that shit.
that
There
was
was a rhino.
Dude, they had
There was
these
a rhino one. There was
they had these fucking cool variants in Alien Colonial Marines, the video game.
Yeah.
That they would fucking chase you down and fucking explode.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Those
shit. Okay.
That, like they explode, fucking acid blood everywhere.
So what I did like is I like they showed a little bit more of the evolving process of the xenomorph in this.
Yeah, we get to
never
see
really
stages we never knew about before.
Yeah, you get to see that weird wall pussy thing. And I don't recall exactly
Which that's
it
what
is.
it
Yeah,
was.
That's exactly what it
That's
is.
what it was.
I'm not even like, there's no sugarcoating that. We all know.
It was a cocoon ussy.
It was, dude. She was tripping.
I even love how we see when she gets that X-ray machine that she able to put it behind her back, and you see that fucking thing bouncing all up in there.
Which was cool, and I loved that scene because I absolutely fucking hated that character.
She
hated
was
Navarro with a passion. Like,
I
you
didn't like her.
stupid fucking, and I'm gonna say the C word, Brody, cunt. Like, how dare you leave your? There was enough time for your friends to get on the ship and fucking leave. And then they could have dealt with it a different way. But fuck her, and she got what she fucking deserved. And when she said, "Don't let me die," and she died, I said, "Good, fuck you."
Dude, her boyfriend also he was horrible too. I hated him.
Her fucking chest burster scene looked like the most painful one we've seen out of any.
Oh,
of
dude,
these.
and it was brutal. And I loved when she threw the X-ray machine behind her, and you saw it fucking moving around, because that's something that we've never really seen happen in the chest. So to actually see the way it's fucking moving around and exactly where it is in your chest, that was fucking gnarly.
I thought we saw that in AVP.
We did.
Yeah, but not
like
I know it's not the same
extent.
And I don't care. I will say AVP also canon to this timeline. It's all canon.
See, that's why I'm saying, dude, I feel like the company's always known about this shit, because if you go to that version of Lance Hendrickson, where he's human still, like, yeah, dude, if you have that from the spawning off point, I don't know.
Hey, boys, look who's in the chat.
What do we got?
Oh,
DJ,
what's up,
homie? Ooh,
what's up,
Monday
buddy?
Moisture, hot.
And one of my favorite things of this movie also is the reveal of the alien out of that cocoon. I love that it's just so slow coming out, but it's like what's
I did like how it was like its body was like popping into shape.
Yeah, the hands like came around like I'm like, oh, this is fucking great.
Which we got a little bit when she was tweaking at the end, and then the baby came. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
No,
not only that.
I mean, this film did have its good points, but it also had bad points. Like, it had a lot of throwbacks, which is really just fan service.
All right.
A lot of it didn't make any sense.
Let's talk about it. Okay,
that's gonna happen.
I hated. I absolutely, the first watch, I hated when fucking Andy said, "Get away from her, you bitch." I was like, "Oh, fuck you. Fuck you." Watching it again and again. I fucking love that goddamn scene so
Yeah,
much. It's so
I'm in
fucking
the same
great.
boat with chat or with
Watch-
Lord. I got in the
watch
same
it.
boat. I'm like, I got better.
I
with
watched it twice and hated it both times.
Shout
I'm
out to
gonna say-
Michael on TikTok. What's going on, buddy?
What's
Howdy,
up, bud?
howdy.
I'm gonna say I'm with Chad Daddy on that, dude. If you just didn't throw the bitch on there, that line would have been fine.
I fucking loved it
But
because
yet,
Andy
you
was
threw
so
the-
docile. Andy was so docile and such a fucking coward and so beat up. That was his fucking moment. I don't give a
But
shit. I loved
It
it.
feels
Nah, it
too
didn't work for me.
ham-fisted on this, dude.
It
Like
was very
for
ham-fisted.
how solid the rest of all these scenes are around that part, to just be like, yo, man, here's this delicious dish of some spaghetti. And by the way, I took a little shit on top. Like, that's just,
Mixed it
you're
in with
ruining
sauce.
it, dude.
Let's be honest.
Like, you know what I
With
mean? You just
sauce, yeah.
ruined it.
Took a little shit on top. I love
Yeah,
it.
you just ruined it, the whole thing.
I don't care. I love that fucking scene.
But there were a lot of,
Yeah.
other throwbacks that some worked, some didn't. Like I loved when she goes in to meet her friends and they say they need Andy, and the one's out there playing a video game and he loses and it says "Game over, man." That I loved.
That was fine, but that wasn't like directly spoken.
Right.
And no, TJ, to be fair, he said get away from her, and then like stuttered, and then said you bitch. So
Yeah,
if you
he
didn't
did.
say the you bitch part, you would have been fine.
He was kind of like the stuttering guy in Friday the 13th Part 5.
Oh, okay,
Like I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
But and
I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot like there might be some more subtle, like Navarro having a shaved head. I feel like that's kind of like a nod to
Alien
Ripley and Alien
3.
3.
That's what I kind of got a little vibe there.
But yeah, she was a total C word. And there's a few others. I think I have a
And
bunch of
Rain-
them in show notes too.
Rain's wearing the sneakers that Ripley wears.
Gene pointed that out to me in the theater.
Yeah.
He's like,
I
dude,
noticed
he
that in
has
theater.
Ripley's bug stompers on.
So, okay, overall, the little bullshit like this nitpicking crap aside, I'm still gonna say I still had a really fun time watching this movie, dude.
It's
Both
a
times,
it's a
right?
solid fucking it's a solid prequel
It's
sequel.
such a
In
it's such a
between
fun movie.
We will call it an in betweequel because that's
I
what
like
it is.
that. That's
It's
a coin
fucking
phrase right
solid.
now.
It's better than 3. It's better than fucking
Mm.
Resurrection. It's better than Prometheus, and it's better than Covenant.
See, I really like Prometheus though. I don't know.
I agree with
I don't
all
know.
of that.
Prometheus
I
is
did
okay,
not
but
like
we don't
Covenant.
watch it.
But it's not
Prometheus is okay. It's not a horrible film. It's okay, but watching it as an Alien film, knowing that it's like the beginning of Alien, it
No.
just doesn't. I don't know,
So
man.
the only version of Prometheus I've seen is like an edited version that cuts in all the deleted scenes back in. So I've seen like a full cut of it
Ooh.
Oh,
before I
I
saw
don't know, man.
it.
Like, see,
And how long is
Prometheus
that
is
cut?
cool
Well,
because
there's like in the end when the engineer comes out of cryostasis and just rips David's head off for no
Okay.
reason.
yeah,
There is
yeah.
an actual conversation between the two that leads up to that. Like he's actually
Okay,
talking to
I
the
do
engineer.
remember that, and they were because like he was speaking in his dialect. and-
Yeah. Like
See,
I had to go back
Prometheus
and
to
read stuff
me-
like that.
like even though it's a prequel or whatever you want to fucking say, like Prometheus is one where it's like I don't have to watch it with the series to enjoy it, right? It's its own almost
No,
it's
you
its
don't have to.
almost
It
its
really-
own sci-fi movie, really.
It really is.
And I don't know, this one I don't know if I can. I mean, listen, dude, first two are my hands down favorite and will always be. So that's just woo, look at Scoobs getting dinner,
Bruh,
Yeah,
on the
getting
show?
that food.
Oh my Lanta.
right?
That is wonderful. Listen, the first two are the first two. You're never going to top
And
that, no matter what. you
Three
That's
is
just-
kind of a
that's
weird
just-
place because watching the director's cut later in life when we reviewed it, I enjoyed the director's cut, right? Resurrection, I know people bag on it. I enjoy it. I like it. I don't care. It's a fun fucking movie. I'm not saying some of it's not stupid, but whatever.
TJ is right. Prometheus is a premium sci-fi, just not a premium alien film. That's a good
Exactly.
way of putting it.
Exactly.
That's a great way to put it.
And that's fair. That's exactly
I mean,
what it is.
this one, it definitely hits all the good horror beats of Alien. And I feel like that's why this is such a solid film nonetheless, right? Because we get the loneliness of space, we get the shittiness, we get that dirty vibe again, we get the old tech, which is kind of a nice, like, throwback to the 80s and shit. And then, returning character, the fact that we had what's his name come back. Like I like like I know some people were a little like about it. I thought it was great.
Same. And the first time I saw it,
I was one of those people.
Go ahead, Bob.
I was just saying the first time I saw it.
I'll say I was one of those people at first.
Bobby, you go.
Dad, you go. No. I was one of those people at first that wasn't a huge fan of having Rook in this. I'm not gonna lie. I even said it to Chad before the show. I said, first time watching this, like I like this movie, but he didn't need to be there. Then I watched it the second time. I'm like, I still go. Yes, he doesn't need to be there, but I like
that he to be there.
But like I told Bobby,
he does, but he doesn't.
He's a synth. How many did they make that looked exactly the same? How many times did we see Bishop that wasn't Bishop? Look at David. David had multiple that looked like him.
Exactly.
So it makes sense that in that time period that the synths would look the same because they're all the same line.
Although there was only one Bishop android.
Well, but I meant how we've seen him in other films when he was Waylon Bishop, and
is there only one Bishop android? Because it all depends on how big in the lore you want to go. Because if you want to go to AVP 2010, Lance Hendrickson, a cyborg Lance Hendrickson, is the bad guy of that whole fucking like chapter. He's trying to get to the he's trying to like get to that pyramid and shit.
That's right.
And it's like, so I don't know, man. Lance Hendrickson is all throughout the Alien verse, dude.
This movie did have a lot of like tense scenes, even when, like I said, when they pull out the coolant and we get the facehuggers swimming in the water and shit, like that was fucking intense. Like you're enclosed with all of these fucking facehuggers.
Well, you know why?
Not only there's hundreds.
Well, not even that, dude. Just the first couple. Everybody's had that weird like fear or phobia of like when you're in water that you can't see and something like touches your foot and you're like, no.
And I'll tell you what, that whole scene with all the face huggers, man, if you have severe arachnophobia, that is gonna fuck with you too.
Oh, gentlemen.
Well, hello there.
What's up, homie?
Oh, well, hello there.
How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Wow, special guest tonight. I was not expecting that.
Messaged me.
No, it's what the hell we were on? I don't even. Oh, facehuggers. No, both scenes, man. Like that first water scene, and like you said, Scoobs, where the other scene where they're
I like facehuggers in water better than xenomorphs in water.
Same.
See, I didn't mind xenomorphs in water. I thought it was fun.
The only movie we see them in is a garbage movie. So like,
yeah, do that.
Yep.
Still say it's fun.
I mean, it's fun. It doesn't mean the movie's of any good quality, though.
Oh no, I didn't say that. I just said it's entertaining. But no, so we got obviously some very visceral horror in this, which is nice a nice return to form, I would say. Is there anything else you boys would like to throw?
I do want to say there's one thing that
we actually get to see the pulse rifle used properly.
Yeah, but the one thing that's disappointing is you find out that when they pulled in the surviving Xeno from the first movie, that it wakes up and wreaks total havoc on the space station.
There's a comic book that's out right now.
I know, but that's the movie that we want. I want to see that as a movie.
Well, I want it to be a found footage movie from the security cameras and from somebody on the station. That'd be
fucking cool.
That'd be cool.
I feel like you could almost even just had that in this if you just
not even like a feature length. Give us like a 30-minute prequel of just like found footage of what the fuck happened on Remus.
That would be dope.
Well, there you go. Somebody out there make a fan film of that. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Right, that was the other side of the ship, Remus. Right, it was Romulus.
Yeah, Romulus, Remus.
Something like that.
Brody in Resurrection, there was the whole water scene where they had to like swim underwater and like hold their breath for like a ridiculously long amount of time.
There's like it's cool. Like xenomorphs in water, but like come on now. Like
fucking A.
Brad Dourif is really fun in that movie.
And
I forgot he was in that.
He is. He's just really weird and creepy. He's like really greasy from what I remember.
it's
I
all
also
right.
love the scene where they have to basically through gravity get through all of that acid blood.
See,
Yeah, I
that's
was
what I
gonna-
meant by
They
the
did-
pulse
they
rifle
did that
scene, is
really
we
well.
see like this whole thing that like they never really address it, other than like an aliens. It's like, oh, we can't shoot, so like the pulse rifles are kind of really not used because they can't shoot. And in this movies, they're like, well, we can't shoot. And I was like, no, stop.
I
Well,
did like.
since,
that we-
go ahead.
No, I was
I
just
was
gonna say
gonna-
I
I-
like the modification of the gun that we get a smart
Yes.
pulse rifle, which is kind of cool.
Mhm.
I was just gonna say, since TJ's here, what are your thoughts on the rest of the movie?
Oh, I think it's just fine. I mean, people have problems with the whole Prometheus type monster at the end, but like, it's the lore, baby. You gotta deal with it whenever it's in the Ridley Scott universe. There's the good, there's the bad, there's the stuff you can't agree with, but at the end of the day, it's still a fucking alien movie.
And you know what? At least it wasn't fucking CGI.
I mean, coming from a guy
Yeah.
who loves one of the most controversial movies of a franchise to death, you know, just gotta accept lore for what it is. At the end of the day, it's an official entry in the series. So
This
We're
is
talking about
true.
ABP 2 Requiem, right?
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was.
Boy, if there was ever a movie that was the victim of the darkening, that's it.
Oh, horrible.
Requiem. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Very
That has
bad.
some like really cool action in it, and it's just like dark
does.
as fuck.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I need my brightness
Bad.
up in the vivid
And
mode.
we get to
too.
see
Like,
like
what the-
predators and like normal woodland shit, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, and then it's just like, no, you don't get to see shit.
Literally, you don't.
I mean, I did like the idea of the Preda alien going in and
Yes.
impregnating other pregnant women
And
in the hospital.
suburbs
That was
type
pretty
stuff.
fucked. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But we're not talking about that movie. No, it's what else? I mean, so yeah, gravity scene.
The acid's used a lot in this film. It's the, you know, because they use it for the destabilization of whenever they use the pulse rifle, and then of course at the end of the movie when the egg kind of melts through the bottom of the thing, and then they have to use that again, kind of like replicating. This movie shadows the original Alien a lot, kind of the same way
Yeah.
that The Force Awakens shadows A New Hope. It has the same beats. So if you take the ending of the weird, what are we calling the tall creature thing? What do we call
The
that?
hybrid.
The
The
hybrid?
hybrid.
Just
If
call 'em
you
hybrid.
compare that to the end of the original Alien, where the alien gets sucked out of the hatch, it's essentially the same thing. We're all meeting the same beats here. Same with the false ending thing that we get here, where we think everything's fine and then we get the egg. The same thing goes for the false ending of the original. You think everything's fine,
yeah.
but the xenomorph's hiding
Yeah.
in there. It kind of plays it safe, you know. I like Fede Alvarez. I think he did great here, but he did the same thing that J.J. Abrams did with The Force Awakens. Is he just kind of stuck to the formula, stayed within his lore really well, and kind of played it safe. And I like that. It produced a really good film, but it's not a lot of different. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of different
Right.
stuff that we could have seen. It's just a lot of more stuff in the same stuff that we've seen before.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, what else could we get? Garbage? And that's what we've got before, so...
I also like that since this is in between Alien and Aliens, we still get a few more aliens.
Yeah, we get
don't
to see what
hun-
happens.
We don't get hundreds, but it's like that lead up of here's one alien.
This is
Here's
20
a
years
few more, and
after...
then- yeah,
After the original, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we have 40 years before Aliens, right?
37
30.
years.
Yeah.
So it's like here's
Man.
one alien, here's a few more.
Well, that
now
could go
here's a
any
shit
way.
ton.
Is it going to follow them whenever they get to wherever the fuck they're going?
Well, who
you
knows
know?
where that series? I don't know if you heard.
So
earlier, but
here's
there's that
my
news-
question.
Oh, go ahead.
This
Well,
we see the
Earth-
Nostromo. We
Earth
see the
has a
Nostromo-
timeline thing. So Earth is like way before this.
Well,
Alien
Earth is
Yeah.
2150s.
Yeah.
It said. So it would be after this.
No?
No. Alien
Prior.
Earth happens before Alien.
Yes.
I don't
When
think
did-
it's
no, we just said Alien happens in 2120.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, that's
I
Alien
swear
happened
Bob
in
just said
2122.
2120 something.
It
Right.
says aliens
Alien
happened in
Earth
2122.
timeline. Or Alien Earth timeline explained. Screen rant. Okay, so Alien Earth 2092, Prometheus 2093, Alien Covenant 2104,
So wait a
Alien
minute.
2122, Alien Romulus 2142, Aliens 2179.
Alien. Because
Yeah, so Alien Earth is 2 years before Alien.
Okay.
And
Well,
how can you
Alien
never
Earth
compare-
is
Weird, then.
Alien Earth is 2092, a year before Prometheus. Alien Covenant happens 2104. Alien happens 2122.
Hold on, we're looking at
Are they
different timelines.
retconning
What-
Covenant?
I'm on the Screen Rant article, and it says Alien Earth takes place in 2092. Prometheus takes place in 2093. Alien Covenant takes place in 2104. Alien takes place in 2122. Romulus takes place in 2142.
Okay.
I think Screen Rant got it wrong. Because
Why is that?
what I see here on IGN is Alien Earth will take place 2120. It says that Earth takes place 2 years before the events of the original
What's
Alien
the date?
movie.
That's what I was saying too.
November
Weird.
20th, 2024.
Why would it still be before?
Okay, I'm looking
though?
at a January one right now. Hold on.
Okay.
That's weird that it's still beforehand, though.
How many
No,
before
'cause-
do we really need?
Here's the thing. I think this is going to explain why Yutani knows about the aliens and why they why they have the events of the first movie happen.
I mean, that would be fine. I'd be fine with that
You-
because
you
I
know
feel
what I
like they've
mean? Like,
known it.
Yeah, if it's done right, sure, yeah.
That's Waylon Yutani's going to fucking know what a xenomorph is to be like to tell Ash in the first movie to be like, go get it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, hey, this is right because even who's to say like Ash didn't be like, yo, like yeah, they got the signal.
Or they
you know
know
what I
that
mean?
signal because of the ship that landed on Earth, and they're like, "Oh,
Right.
there's a similar signal. Go get that shit."
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like Utani's known the whole time, and maybe you're right, dude. Maybe that series will definitely.
Have
be
you
the,
discussed that this movie kind of really makes you feel like this is a sequel to the Blade Runner series? Because oh my god, homeboy, what's his name, Andy? He feels like one of those synths in fucking Blade Runner. Oh my god.
I haven't watched Blade Runner in a long time.
That's.
I've never seen Blade Runner.
I am. I'm in
It's
the
a solid
same
watch.
boat. I've seen bits and pieces, but not the whole.
Wasn't
thing.
there a newer one? That was just
Mhm.
made? Yeah.
2029 or something?
2049, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice. No, I mean, once again, dude, I feel like, especially getting to see this movie in theaters, it was a solid fucking watch. It was a good time.
Have you guys watched the 4K with the fixed CGI?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I
No.
was gonna say, that the CGI looks way better in the 4K than it did
Oh, yeah.
when we watched it in theater.
Is
Hell of
the
a lot better.
4K one.
Well, it's
But-
different. The 4K disc is using the actual footage of the head, where the theatrical version is using CGI. From what Fede's interview was.
Interesting. Then no, I have not got to see that.
I have not either.
Say because unfortunately I watched this on a streaming platform. So that being said, is there anything else that you boys want to discuss? If not, I'll bring in Saucy Aussie and we can hear what he has to say.
Bring in that saucy sauce.
Let's hear.
I'm going to say I don't know where the dude is today, but he's definitely like in some kind of an echo chamber. So- he's got some fucking man. If he sang the Halo theme, he'd be fucking all on, dude. All right, Mr. Brody Cade, everybody.
Howdy folks, it's your King and Banging back for another episode of Gore and this week I'm here to talk to you about Alien Romulus. I like this movie, actually. I really enjoy the fuck out of this movie. This is my second viewing. Obviously seen it the first time at the cinemas. I really enjoyed it there and even enjoyed it a lot more, especially the things that I missed out on the first viewing, to go back and be able to watch it again. There's little bits and pieces here that I missed, even some little cameos or Easter eggs, if you will. Chad will talk about that in his notes, or you've probably already talked about it. So yeah, Fede Alvarez is a fantastic director all around. So when I first heard he was attached to this, I knew we were going to get something, at least somewhat decent. And I went in with low expectations. I came out on the other end really liking the fuck out of this film. It's definitely a film that feels very well crafted into this universe of the Alien franchise. It's definitely one of the better films that's come out in the last so and so years, especially all these Prometheus fucking sequels or prequels that I wasn't really a big fan of, and this film still tries to tie those films into this with that lore. I think what Fede does is actually somewhat decent. I feel like he doesn't try to go too over the top of that and just really focusing on the events that play out after the first film with a totally different bunch of people. Just making it feel like it's definitely part of that structure of Alien and Aliens. So I was able to enjoy this film for that. Yeah, and obviously mainly due to production design and the practical effects in this film. I love how they're able to sort of keep with that aesthetic, keep it old school and make it look great at the same time. Shame on them for bringing back a character. Well, he's not essentially from the first film, but it's the same model as the first, essentially under a different name, but same person or actor who has passed on, and the CGI looked absolutely fucking atrocious. So yeah, I mean,
What
they could have
movie
just
was
had a
that
special
face
cameo of
mask,
someone
that
else. It didn't have to be
face
that fucking model of that same person, I feel. But for some reason they went down that road. I don't know fucking why. I do like how we get a little bit more lore about these aliens. They can cocoon themselves for protection in space.
Isn't that a
which would
deleted
only
scene
mean
from
that
the first movie?
Mother alien from the aliens that gets blasted into space, she could cocoon herself and end up somewhere. So I would hopefully see that come into play in a future movie, maybe. And a little bit more lore with the facehuggers as well, how they're able to rise or drop the temperature. I can't really remember of the body temperature, so they can't really find if they're there or not, if the person, unless they make a sound. I thought that was cool. Also, this makes sense to me, how they're able to freeze the tail of the facehugger off so it doesn't snap the person's neck and get rid of it. But the only thing that didn't make sense to me was that it'd been only attached to this character for literally 5 minutes, and it somehow sped up her alien pregnancy chest burster scene, where the others just take like maybe 20 to 30 minutes.
Genetically
I think I can explain that.
But I guess I can just look past that and appreciate this film for what it is. I mean, it doesn't really piss me off. It's just sort of something I picked up on. Obviously, the stages of a xenomorph we see develop in this film. Like, obviously, we see the chest burster, familiar territory there, but then we get a cocoon stage, which I can't really recall seeing this. So that was actually cool. It's like shaped as a vagina, and the way it comes out was really interesting.
Okay, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Intimidating at the same time. I think Vetti's direction and the way he's able to capture these creatures are really fucking intimidating at times, and they're smart. There's a scene where they won't open the door for this chick to come through because it's just sitting there waiting and it's biding its time. It's literally not fucking stupid. They're intelligent. Hybrid or aliens, yeah. Fuck. And also the Prometheus stuff that's in this film, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I'm not really one to get upset about. I do think they do a good job to try and tie this into, those prequels that Ridley's already talked about. But I do feel like if it wasn't in there, obviously it would be a much better film. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's there, it works, I don't give a fuck. And I actually kind of dug the Offspring, because I've always sort of wondered, like, what would a alien/human hybrid look like? And we sort of get that in this, the Offspring, whatever the fuck you call it. I thought it was really cool, and it was actually cool to see that add-on at the end of the movie, because it just gives us that extra 20 minutes of like, holy fuck, like, it's familiar territory up until that moment. Like, they get in their pods and they float out into space and the end credits roll. Just having that little bit of extra add-on, I feel like it works. Like, for me, it does. It kind of adds a little bit more like, oh, holy fuck, here we go. Yeah, we're going to see some fucking shit. And we see some gnarly shit. And I'm all about that gnarly shit. Some body horror. Fuck yeah. I just want to give a huge shout out to the guy that plays Andy in this film. Fuck me, he's like the standout character. The way he's able to transition from this innocent android that you feel for, you care for, even though he's an android, he's not a real human being, to see him transition into this lovable thing to an absolute piece of shit. Even though he's corrupted by this program, at the same time, you can't feel but also love and hate him. So I think what he was able to do, you see throughout his facial expressions, his just anything he's able to do, the way he's able to transition from this good guy to bad guy, I thought he was a standout for me. I really enjoyed him. He killed this fucking movie. I'll just quickly mention that really fucking dope ass scene is when she's got the gun and she's blowing them all away, and how she's able to use gravity to escape the acid blood. And that was actually probably like my favourite scene in the movie. That was pretty gnarly shit. But all in all, I won't bore you for much longer. Really enjoyed the fuck out of this film, obviously, and this week I'm going to give it a solid 4.1. So this is your Kanga Banger signing out, and I hope you motherfuckers have a great evening. I look forward to hearing what you have to say, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. So cheers, gentlemen.
Woo, Brody.
Thank you, Brody.
Nice.
Why is he dressed like he's working construction?
Because he does.
Yeah.
He's building shit in the outback.
I don't know.
I'm
So-
not gonna lie, I missed his little intro though.
I did, but he did message Chad Daddy on the side and said he wanted to change that up to a
Oh, look at
4.4.
that.
Yeah.
So, and no, I'm not just saying that for Brody. He did do that.
Yes,
We do have proof that he changed his score.
Yes, it's not just me being like, maybe he says a little
Yeah.
more. No. All right, so we got that started off. Brody with a 4.4. Thank you, Doppelganger, for that.
Mhm.
Other than that, Chad Daddy, you ready to take it away, buddy?
I am. I've got a good bit here. So, by the way, Brody pointed this out yesterday. I swear to God, I didn't know it ahead of time, but apparently yesterday was Fede Alvarez's birthday.
Oh,
Oh.
shit, nice.
So
Oh,
happy birthday
shit.
to the director.
Yeah, nice,
Well,
dude.
he now shares a birthday with my niece, my now newborn niece, as of last night. I should just now mention
Oh,
shit.
congratulations, Uncle Bobby.
that.
That's
Yeah,
great.
my brother and his wife had a baby girl last night, so now I am officially Uncle Bob.
Uncle
Nice.
Bobby. Love
Uncle Bob. Yeah.
Now it's official, but I just want to say, like, oh, birthday! Oh, it's her birthday
Dude,
too.
I had an
Fede
Uncle Bob, and
Alvarez
he
has
was
a
cool as
brother
hell.
named Nacho.
Nice.
it. Does he really?
Well,
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's
Nacho
cool.
Alvarez.
His name's probably Ignacio,
Uh-huh.
but Nacho is like the short version for it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And now I'm hungry for nachos. Okay.
He's
So
from
director
Uruguay.
Fede Alvarez sought out the special effects crew from Aliens to work on the creatures. Physical sets, practical creatures, and miniatures were used wherever possible to help ground later visual effects work.
I believe it.
Good.
Yeah.
The film's production design draws not only on the previous films in this series, but also the Alien Isolation video game, including the emergency communication stations, which served as save points in the game. The director
yeah.
played the game around the time Don't Breathe was released, and later said, I was playing and realizing how terrifying Alien could be if you take it back to that tone.
That game's terrifying.
Yeah,
I
man.
did not
love
even
that game
fucking
so much.
realize that as many times as I've seen this.
Yeah.
That game is.
You
that game
didn't
is
notice that?
Dude,
so
I watched
frustrating,
it.
though.
It felt
No,
like the game. The whole movie felt like the game, like the tension wise and the looks.
I gotta
Holy
re-download that game. I gotta buy it.
That game was
Oh.
so frustrating.
All
man.
they needed was some more locker hiding. in
Dude,
it,
that
and
ending
you
though,
would've
the
fucking
ending
had
of the
it.
game when you're fucking escaping and all the Xenos and you shut the fucking hatch. Oh, it's so
See, that's one I never beat, unfortunately.
good.
Same.
I've never beaten it, but
Yeah, it's
gotten
fucking dope.
scared
The new
shit out of me.
Turbo add-on is
Fuck it, eh?
The film was actually shot chronologically.
No shit.
That's cool.
That
Don't see a
doesn't
lot of
happen
that.
all the time. That's
so they
that's
actually
that's
blew
a
up the space station at the end. That's amazing.
fucking awesome. I mean, it was a
Not
one,
especially for-
they had to. They had to do it in one shot, so
It was like the helicopter scene in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, man. And that's 2/3 of your budget right there.
We got one space station. We got one whack at this, boys.
That story never gets old. The film was originally scheduled to be released on Hulu, but switched to a theatrical release in June of 2023.
good fucking
I
call.
Happy they
forgot
did.
he wrote the new Texas Chainsaw movie.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Yo, Brody needs to know about the goo. Chad, didn't you say earlier that you had an answer to that?
Oh, so this is an actual thing in nature. Certain species, most is like flies. If they're under distress, like I've seen people where they take it and if you like squeeze a fly and not really hard, but you put it in distress, instead of like laying eggs, it will birth live maggots.
Oh,
So there is precedence for that in nature for
What?
something like that.
That's crazy.
There you go.
There you go. The more you know, right?
Director Fede Alvarez used a remote control soundboard connected to the loudspeakers around the set to spook the cast during shooting. It contained various sounds of xenomorphs and alarms.
that's a good director right there.
And all I can think of is when we reviewed the first Alien and the fucking siren was going off over top of us. I believe Bobby was the one to point that out too.
Didn't he do that on Evil Dead as well, where he was scaring the shit out of his cast?
I think so. I don't remember.
Probably.
I think.
Doubt it.
The dude, I can't think of his name, but the Ash dude. the guy in the blue shirt brother there. I think they did it with him or something like that. Like he took him out in the woods and like left him out there before like that's awesome.
Let's say, okay, Andy, being an old and outdated synthetic model, has a malfunction that causes his fingers to twitch. In Aliens, Bishop said that the older model synthetics were often a bit twitchy.
Especially if you're found in a trash heap.
In one scene, the crew members appear to be drinking Aspen beer. This is the same brand which the crew of the Nostromo drank in the original Alien movie. It is made by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation.
Do you guys see any dipping birds in this?
Yes.
One?
Yep.
It's on the desk in the first movie.
So the company you're working for is also supplying all the food and the snacks that is also made by the company.
Yeah, this is
capitalism
at its finest, pal.
That's right.
Remember, it gets bought out by Walmart in the future anyway.
Just like the Monroeville Mall.
Dude, they bought it for a cheap price too. Just see that.
Is that who bought it?
Yep. Yeah. Walmart bought it.
The good thing is in the last two articles that I read, the museum, the Living Dead Museum, and the Dawn of the Dead were mentioned. So hopefully they continue to do something with that. So
all they're saying is that all the contracts are being honored till the end of this year. Everything after that is up in the air.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so the director says this film does not upset the canon of the larger Alien universe, and that James Cameron himself helped on a script level with the new story.
Really? King Jimmy came aboard, huh? Damn.
And Ridley.
Yeah, he was produced, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
I still wonder if I still feel like the inclusion of the black goo was all his insistence.
Probably.
I mean, that would make the most
He probably
sense.
read that script or watched the first draft and was like, great.
Needs more goo.
Could use some more of my stuff, though.
Actually, that's exactly what happened. I'll get to that. Navarro's prayer in unsubtitled Mandarin Chinese prior to liftoff was to her family's ancestors to please protect the five of us. When counting Andy, the crew numbered 6. This shows that while not an openly bigoted person like Bjorn, she doesn't consider Andy to be a real person with a soul either. In a blink and miss moment, Rain is shown reacting in sad disappointment to hearing this prayer, showing not only that she understands Mandarin Chinese, but also the sad realization of how only Tyler and herself in the party regards Andy as anything more than a mere tool.
And that's why she died.
Who lives near train?
Bobby.
Me. It's right over there.
That's his wrestling entrance. He's just working on it. Woo. The meat train.
The midnight meat
I thought
train.
I was hearing shit. I was like,
He
what
is the
the
midnight
fuck
meat
is that?
Coming
You-
up into the ring.
Listen, boss, listen, dude. You may be a little up there, but you're not that up there.
Okay, continue on. The film's practical animatronic creature effects were created in collaboration between special effects companies Legacy Effects and Studio Gillis, both selected due to their staff's prior history with the Alien series. Legacy Effects is the successor to Stan Winston Studios, who worked on Aliens, while Studio Gillis is the successor to Amalgamated Dynamics, who worked on Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, and the 2 AVP films.
Damn.
God, that is one master effects man that I wish was still here. Stan Winston.
Damn.
Let's see. Don't need that. The release of Romulus coincides with the 45th anniversary of the original film.
Yes.
Well, that's sweet.
Yes, I did it. I watched
great.
the anniversary screening the same year that I watched it. Yeah.
That would have been so sweet to go to.
It was really good.
Oh, that would be nice. I would love to see Alien on big screen.
Yavaga, the name of the independent system that the protagonists are trying to immigrate to, means sky or heaven in Guarani, or according to director, paradise. The characters see it as the promised land.
Wait, what is that a real language?
I'm guessing it's capitalized like it would be a real language.
Oh.
Guarani, Guarani.
All right.
In an interview on YouTube, Fede Alvarez described his idea on the significance of the biomechanical aspect of the xenomorph coming from its adaptability as it evolves during its gestation phase, absorbing parts and energy of the environment around it where it cocoons itself in order to be able to excel within these surroundings. And in a used, dark, industrial future, it would primarily lean towards a mechanical appearance to thrive within it.
Okay.
That would also explain why it also had the electricity arcing all through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just figured it sped up the gestation period instead of actually like harming it.
So that adds another layer to what influences a xenomorph's appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if we're getting xenomorphs in the jungle, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do they look completely different, or
They got tiger stripes.
That would make sense because you look at the Xeno. Look at the Xeno in.
They would probably
Alien
match
3.
more with like wood or foliage, maybe. You know what I mean? Because they blend in with the chameleon type aspect. Because in like Aliens, you can barely see them till they move, type thing. Yeah.
I wonder if they would also change like their head structure and everything, depending.
I mean, we've seen different sizes. Depending on what like the body is, because like a dog or an ox or a human. It depends. And then we've also seen them in Covenant. Like we get those little skinny, pale things.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about those.
It's been a minute since I watched. I gotta watch that again. It's been a minute.
See the.
Those had double mouths. I can't remember if those had double mouths or not.
I think they did.
Yeah. But those had smaller heads, you know what I mean? The smaller bodies in general. And I thought like those were more like primordial versions of what we have now. So like those weren't influenced by anything around it. Those are kind of like patient zero type thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
So like if Chad said it's true, once you start diluting that, you start getting all these different variants and species. I mean, like that bull one you have like the toys of.
That's what. So we were talking about that earlier. We're like, we want to see more hybrids, like the toys and shit back in the day. Do the mantis and shit, and fucking. Wasn't there a rhino? And
I want to see a
Alien 3 had the cool idea, man.
I want to see a flying Xeno.
Yeah,
I want a spider.
Could you imagine how fucking horrifying that would be? Or even a crab Xeno.
Yeah,
that would be. And everybody would be like, "That's the scariest one you've ever."
I mean, a crab is nature's perfect.
Well, they already kind of have an exoskeleton, so it kind of would match. Yeah.
Okay, so
make it happen. Anybody who listens to
Film Effects Studios created the prosthetic makeup for the actors as well as the film's dead bodies, while a sequence showing time-lapse security footage of a rat being crushed and regenerated was stop-motion animation created by Mr. Phil Tippett.
Nice.
Mad God, yeah.
Yep.
Nice. That was an interesting scene. I like that.
Director Fede Alvarez revealed that Isabella Merced's pregnant character Kay was inspired by Dinah from the video game The Last of Us Part 2. Merced was subsequently cast as Dinah in the second season of The Last of Us.
Yeah, she sure the fuck was.
All right. Never played the second one.
The more you know.
This was released 10 years after the death of original Alien designer H.R. Giger. He died on May 12, 2014 after suffering injuries from a fall.
Rest in peace.
Yes. In an interview with IndieWire, Eileen Wu revealed she's been adverse to horror films since she was a kid. This proved a conundrum when she auditioned for the film. She said she only watched the original Alien after she received the casting call.
Interesting.
From an out-of-universe standpoint, the two modules of Renaissance represent the two different film time periods that the film is set between. The Remus module is symbolic of the technology of Alien, whereas the Romulus module is symbolic of aliens.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
Oh, I like that.
The company Weyland-Yutani is featured in the film. The Jackson Star colony in the beginning contains an atmosphere processor with the company name on it, not unlike the one on LV-426 in Aliens, showing that this colony has been terraformed.
Hello?
Somebody phone ringing?
Somebody. It's the ghost.
Damn it.
Sorry.
No, Harper's out
Get a
there.
picture. Get a picture.
Yeah, right.
Snap.
I don't know if you heard us earlier, man, but there's been a resurgence of phasmophobia now that it's hit fucking consoles.
Mm.
And I was like, oh man,
Steve,
it's
did you see the
2019
Tesla
again.
ghost stuff?
Yes, I did see that shit.
Okay.
And I
The
wish I
what?
could just find the sensors
Right?
for that technology. Okay, so way off topic, but people have been using their Tesla vehicles to ghost hunt. They'll drive through a
What?
cemetery and
And
it
park.
has sensors in it that pick up people walking. So, you know, when it drives by itself, so it picks up people so you don't hit them.
So people just park and just sit.
And they park in cemeteries and there's fucking people popping
Walking
up,
around the
walking
cars.
around on their fucking screen.
Now, here's the thing. People can say it's just fog or interference, but why the fuck is it localized around the cars?
Exactly.
That's a hell of a question. That's the first time I've heard something good about a Tesla.
Nice.
In addition to the animatronic and actor-driven puppets, Legacy Effects built marionette xenomorph puppets for the weightless scene where Rain turns off the gravity in the station in an attempt to escape from the aliens. They had 6 full-size marionettes filled with organs, acid blood, and squibs in the zero-gravity scenes that get blown up and shot. The practical puppets were blended with CGI to create an unforgettable sequence with living and dead xenomorphs and gobs of acid blood floating through the air.
That's fucking awesome.
That's that's one of my favorite scenes.
Any other director that would have been pure CGI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They would have been like,
Bringing
I
in
don't feel like
full-on
dealing with that.
puppetry in this now too. That's awesome.
When Mother states they have 30 minutes until impact, the film is in real time and impact occurs just as the system calculated.
I honestly did not pay attention to that. Oh shit.
After Rain provided Andy with his new instruction directive, the saving sound from the game Alien Isolation could be heard.
Nice.
Fucking sweet.
Yep, Scoops is gonna go down a rabbit hole now.
Yeah. Yep.
In one of his last transmissions, the android Rook tells Rain and Andy, "I can't lie about your chances, but you have my sympathies." This was the final line of Ash, an alien who is of the same appearance and model as Rook.
Okay.
The idea for the final monster in the film was derived from a letter that writer Dan O'Bannon sent designer H.R. Giger during production of the original film. To quote, "The alien third mature phase, having left its victim, the alien promptly grows to man size, whereupon it is terrifically dangerous. It is very mobile, strong, and capable of tearing a man to pieces. It feeds on human flesh. This creature should be a profane abomination. Our producers have suggested that something resembling an oversized, deformed baby might be sufficiently loathsome. In any event, we wish you to feel free to create your own design."
Wow.
Okay. Shit.
So originating back to OG potential design. An oversized baby.
Did you mention anything about the new Jurassic Park movie taking xenomorph designs for the new D-Rex?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the new
No.
D-Rex is based on a Rancor and Xenomorph put together.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I've only seen the shadow of it in the trailer.
It's the body
saw
of a
the-
Rancor in the face of like a Xenomorph
I
mixed
saw
with
the
a Rancor.
design on TikTok. It looks fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a concept from Jurassic Park 4.
Interesting. I'm just happy that we're getting Spinosauruses back, dude.
Yeah.
Same.
That makes
That
me
was
happy.
originally a scene in Jurassic Park 3 that was removed. That scene,
The-
whenever
the-
that guy
the
runs
boat
out.
scene
Yeah,
or
well,
whatever?
right before the guy is all bloody. Okay, Jurassic Park 3, when the guy runs out with the gun and he's all bloody and all the
Yes.
Spinosaurus takes him,
Yeah.
he was just in a Spinosaurus nest stealing shit. That was removed from the script. But that's why that guy comes running out of nowhere bloody with a fucking Spinosaurus chasing him, because he was just in a Spinosaurus nest. So we were robbed of that scene.
Now we're getting like a plethora of them attacking a boat. So I'm,
Yes.
I'm down.
Did you say I have a plethora?
Just
I would.
hoping the
There we
Moses-
go again.
Anything else, Chad Daddy?
According to director Fede Alvarez, the characters camouflaging their temperature to move past the facehuggers was inspired by Predator.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I was going based off the video games, but obviously, yes.
The human xenomorph offspring's face was designed to bear resemblance to the engineers from Prometheus and Alien Covenant in order to help bridge the gap between the main series and the prequels. The creature was always meant to be a hybrid between humans, engineers, and xenomorphs, and in the original test version that was screened for the producers, it was slowly but visibly mutating and getting more xenomorph characteristics. Its head would elongate and the eyes disappear to signify the xenomorph part was dominating. However, producer Ridley Scott commented he didn't love it, so a version was used where the creature remains mostly the same. Some hints to the offspring transforming are still visible. The creature's back can be seen rippling as the typical xenomorph dorsal spines are being formed.
They Jason
Fucking
Goes to
Ridley
Held It.
Scott. That motherfucker.
They Jason Goes to Held It. What the fuck?
Wow, that's fucking bullshit. That would have been so much cooler to see.
Right? You had way more body horror right at the last moment and everything. Fucking
We
sweet.
wanted Hockey Mask. We wanted Xenomorph.
And this is what we got.
And this is what we got.
Okay, the movie takes elements from every movie in the franchise. From Alien, both the Nostromo's wreckage and the Xenomorph are found, and Rook is the same type and build as Ash. A lot of the tech and sounds return as well. Aliens, a pulse rifle battle in an alien hive with cocooned victims and multiple xenomorph enemies. Like Bishop, Andy prefers the term artificial person. He uses Burke's term busy little creatures, as well as Ripley's famous quote, "Get away from her, you bitch."
Yeah.
You guys
You gotta,
gotta
take
buy
that,
Team Elite.
you gotta take that long pause though, right before you bitch.
And stutter. The alien from Alien 3, the alien gets within inches of Rain's face, and the 20th century studio fanfare gets distorted in a similar way. Like Bishop, Rook's remaining upper half is reactivated just before his death, and Tyler taunts the alien with, "Is that all you got?" Alien Resurrection, there is a newborn alien-human hybrid in the finale that is even hostile to its own mother. Prometheus, the black mutagen, makes a return, and Rook's explanation about it clearly refers to the Prometheus mission, the engineers, and Dr. Shaw. Alien Covenant, the mutagen has been extracted, purified, and experimented with, creating xenomorphs with a significantly shortened growth cycle and increased healing ability, quite similar to the protomorph. So that also partially answers Brody's question.
Right on.
Okay.
Watching Steve's. I was reading Brody's comment.
Okay, when Bjorn gets some of the xenomorph's acid blood on his chest and explodes a moment later, almost as if a chest burster came out or he was stabbed from behind, though neither of those things occurred. Rather, his chest bursting like that was due to a chemical reaction, specifically the acid for the xenomorph's blood reacting with human blood. Rook theorizes their blood is a mixture of hydrofluoric and sulfuric acid. Both of these acids undergo a chemical reaction when they come into contact with water, resulting in the release of energy in the form of heat. Hydrofluoric acid tends to react more mildly, but sulfuric acid, on the other hand, reacts more violently with water. When sulfuric acid comes into contact with water, 55% of blood is plasma, and plasma is 92% water. It undergoes a strong exothermic chemical reaction, generating a large amount of heat. Since the chest cavity contains the majority of the body's blood volume, it would cause a large amount of blood to flash boil, resulting in a mini explosion.
So if
That's-
you shoot a xenomorph
That's a
so if
lot.
you shoot a
Gnarly.
xenomorph underwater, it would explode?
It would have to.
I
It
don't
would have to. You just
If
said
you
the
sh-
moment it
if
touches
you-
water, it
if
would
you
explode.
shot
think
it.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, acid and water reacts differently depending on the volume used. If you add water to acid, then you'll
Yeah.
get the explosion. But if you add acid to water, you dilute it.
Okay.
That makes
So
sense.
Science.
either way, you're not just getting.
I was kind of wondering that. I'm
so
like,
you're
I'm
not only
like,
getting melted through, but then you're also potentially just blowing up at the
So
same
what happens
time.
if you shoot a xenomorph in water? I mean, that's
Hopefully, there's more volume of water than acid in the.
It would most likely neutralize the acid. Because if you
I
remember,
was wondering.
if
why
you
his
remember, they
chest had that
held
little
the
explosion. I'm like, oh,
face huggers in tanks of water in Aliens.
That is true.
That's pretty fucking gnarly.
That's crazy.
yeah.
Science.
He also
Hell
deserved
yeah.
that prick.
Breathe.
I had
John.
to.
Now we're all
sorry.
gonna try
I
some
had to. I
experiments,
had
aren't
to.
we?
Sorry.
No, that's perfect.
That was good. That was good.
Shadow. Alien go boom.
And that's all I got, guys.
Oh, well, thank you, Chad Daddy, for all that.
Oh wow.
pleasure.
Okay.
Some
So
plethora of
there
knowledge.
was
Thank you,
nothing
sir.
in there about seeing Ripley's ship at the beginning.
That didn't happen. I don't care.
It
I refuse
was-
to acknowledge that.
I
It-
saw
nope.
the fucking TikTok.
Nope.
They zoomed
Not
in
there.
and it's Ripley's
Nope.
ship.
Nope. Fuck that.
Yes,
It's not there.
it fucking happened.
Wait,
It's
why would
there.
Ripley's ship be there? It'd be long gone.
See, it
At
doesn't
the
make any sense,
beginning,
does it?
When they come upon the Nostromo, that's what I'm saying. The time, it doesn't explain the time from when
The
they
20
find the
years?
alien, because you see a little ship fly away from the wreckage of the Nostromo.
Well, it wouldn't be anywhere near the wreckage.
I
because
know.
You have to think of
I'm
it
just
like this.
saying
If
that's
this is
what-
blowing out and it's going out this way, when it blows it out, it's pushing it even
Wait.
further, and the
Wait,
wreckage
wait,
is
wait,
going
wait,
this
wait,
way.
wait. No. Hold on. When does isolation take place?
That's way after
Okay. never
Alien.
mind.
That's Ellen's daughter. That's yeah.
No, I know, but I just didn't know.
But that's like that's
It could-
probably around the same time this is happening. Honestly, right?
I mean, like,
It should be around the
Would
same
that
time or a
be-
little bit after.
but she didn't go to show Nostromo. She went to a different loading or shipping.
Isolation.
Okay, I know when Alien happened, her daughter was 11.
Set 15 years after the original film.
So 5 years before this.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that's another space station taken over by the
Yes.
Xenos.
Fucking A. Scary one. And androids. Those androids are. I wish they almost brought like in one of those too.
Dude, they're
Just
fucking
the
scary.
blink- What the hell are they called in that one? I can't remember. The working Joes?
Oh yeah, the
forget
working
Dude,
Joes.
They're in
they were fucking
Fire Team Elite as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, is that the top
I like-
down RTS one?
No.
No.
That's the first
Squad
person
based
shooting.
shooter. Third base.
Yeah.
Third
Or
person.
third person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Oh,
couldn't,
I
I
like
shooting
couldn't,
them just
I
for
couldn't
fun.
get into that one.
If you play with people, it's fun. And after that, it's done.
All right.
The
Alrighty.
RTS one does look fun though. God damn.
I just don't like that game format, but it does. I guess it has a fucking fantastic story.
I like
so.
the Starship Troopers game that's like that. So I think the Alien.
I tried playing the Alien one. I couldn't get into it. It just it's
I heard it's
it
very
plays
difficult.
slow. Well, it plays too damn slow. Like I don't know, for an Alien game, you want. I mean, of course, you want those elements of some parts that you need to like hide and stuff. But this is just I don't
It's
know.
marine alien combat. You just want.
I didn't like it.
That's
No
right.
me gusta.
All righty, boys. Where did we watch this?
In theaters opening day.
Hulu.
4K Blu.
That too.
I
Hulu.
mean,
and-
I have the 4K digital thanks to that guy right below me.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And I utilized Hulu. I'm not gonna lie. So, all right, douche of the film,
Rook.
Waylon Yutani.
Ooh, look at
yeah.
that. I like that.
Beautiful. Either
That was
Rook or
nice.
that other or what the one dude that fucking
Oh,
the one that was
the
talking
girl's
shit
boyfriend?
to Andy all the time.
Yeah, so I'm
I
going
don't
with
know.
him. I fucking
The
hated
bald
her.
chick
I'm
was
happy
kind of
how he
cunty
died.
too.
Navarro was you know
Yeah.
what? Yes, Navarro being the
Navarro.
douche for fucking leaving them. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
I
going with
already
that.
had a rant about her at the beginning, so she's the douche.
Rook was doing what he was programmed
Well,
to do.
Yeah.
her boyfriend also left too. So put them as the pair. Put them both. They deserve
'em.
what they got.
All right, I think I'm gonna have to agree with that one. Favorite kill?
Acid death.
It's pretty fucked. That
The
was
chest
pretty
burster. Yeah.
I'm going chest
Because
burster.
once again,
yeah,
fuck Navarro.
because that was. Plus, also it was fast, but it was slow. Like, oh, it was just so great, and then you see it come out nice and slow. It's perfect.
bad.
I was waiting for that chest burster to come out and be like, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling."
What did he have to eat? He had
Yeah,
special-
him with
That's what I
Bjorn.
had.
Bjorn. How do you say, Bobby? Bjorn?
Bajorn.
Bajorn. Shut up! Stop making fun
It's
of
all,
me.
out
I
of,
don't know.
it's all out of love, baby.
I know it is, baby.
Still
Honestly,
debating? Or-
I am because I don't I mean, I really did like that chest burster scene, dude, but I don't know. Like, I'm almost gonna go with the aliens actually just getting their demise in the hallway, but that might take more best scene than anything. So I guess I'm gonna go chest burster. Fuck it. So that leads us to best scene. I'm saying alien gun down the hallway.
Yep.
Zero G battle.
Zero
That shit was
G fucking acid.
that had such good lead up to that, and then you finally fucking get it, and it was just like, oh my god.
The best scene is the security cam footage of all the people running from the big chap.
That we didn't see.
Brody,
I'm
I thought that.
I'm going.
I
Okay.
fucking thought that
All right. I didn't know if we were gonna bring that up or not, but
because she said, "Oh, some asshole." I figured it was him.
yeah. So
Oh, that would.
they
Oh,
had an
I
awkward
totally
Thanksgiving.
didn't
Let's
even
just
think
say.
about that.
And that's why the baby came out looking the way it did.
Oh,
Yep.
it had nothing to do with
It had
the
nothing to do
goo.
with the black goo. Just that
It had to
Alabama
do
incest
with
going
who it
on.
was.
There you go.
Space Alabama.
I'm going with probably for me. Well, we've talked about it so much. The xenomorph, or not xenomorph, the face hugger.
That's
Hallway.
mine too.
That
Fucking
shit
intense.
terrifying, but also I love it. Just when they're walking by, they just look like Brody said before, huntsman spiders.
That's Brody's life
I'm like,
every day, dude.
There's no.
Yeah, they're just walking through
fucking
Australia.
way. I would. I'm not scared of spiders, but I would have looked at Andy and said, "You know something? Just crack that window there. Bye. Fuck this. I'm out."
All I know is my fat ass would have not been able to slide through that door, dude. That shit would have come. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't care how good his calculations are. That takes us to worst moment or scene.
I did not like the hybrid at all.
So you know what? For
And
my
knowing
first
that
time
what we
viewing,
could've-
I would say that, but I feel like second time viewing, it wasn't as bad. So I can't necessarily say that.
Yeah,
Did you
going
guys
with the
see the
design of
VHS
it.
screenshots?
I said
No.
Oh my god, the movie is so much scarier.
no.
That scene where the hybrid's crawling through the fucking tube. Oh fuck that! You could barely see the goddamn thing because of the VHS degradation. Oh my god, it's 10 times more scary. The whole movie is.
So I'm gonna say worst scene theatrical wise because I don't have a worst scene watching it in 4K, but theatrical wise was
CGI.
Rook,
Yeah,
the CGI Rook.
that rush
fair.
job just fucking ruined it. It took you out of that movie, you know.
And then the mouth, it was just so bad. Like when he
It's a
talked, the mouth
scene-
was just
Yeah, it didn't
That's
look
supposed
right.
to reunite you with a character that you were like supposed to be fond of, nostalgic of, and then whenever you get hit with that horrible CGI, you're just like, "Fuck,
Takes you right
come
out.
on!"
it's
I
like
thought
Luke.
we're over this.
It's like Luke at the end of fucking Mandalorian when
Or
fucking Luke
Princess
appeared.
Leia at Rogue One, or
Yeah.
Grand Moff Tarkin, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have.
Tarkin wasn't that bad. Tarkin didn't look that bad.
Or Black Widow in any scene in Black Widow.
Miss Marvel?
Yeah, dude. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't really have like I said, second viewing around, knowing what the Osprey is going to look like, I feel like it kind of softens the blow. So then, like, everything else is pretty solid. But we'll just go with shitty CGI and go from there. That takes us to opening scene. Did it hook you in?
Yep.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I loved watching what they were doing with that.
It reeled me in the way they reeled in that fucking alien into the ship.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That takes us to most attractive character.
The pregnant chick.
Same. Agreed.
Yeah, agreed. Not a good question.
It was her hair. She had that kind of like
Same. That's what for me too. I love curly hair. That's why we picked the eyebrow chick in Texas Chainsaw.
Yep.
She did the whole thing where they look kind of like Ellen, kind of like the end of that Evil Dead Rise, where she kind of looks like a feminized version of Ash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
They
much.
do that visual callback thing.
I think I'm gonna have to agree. She probably was the most attractive. That takes us to score. Did it set the mood?
It's good shit. Who did the music, Chad?
That was Was it
Benjamin
Benjamin Wallfish? He did
He
the
did-
Invisible Man, the Wolf Man.
He did good with this. So yeah, I'm gonna go with yes. It was tension filled. It was dark. It had light to it. It was good.
All right. That takes us to, and I don't even know if we can we answer best song? There is no song, is there?
I don't think there was any.
I didn't notice any songs.
No.
All right, so we're just gonna throw that off. Whoop. Favorite character.
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah, Andy, and then Rain.
I liked Rain. She was good.
Yeah, she wasn't overdone, but she also, when she stepped up, she stepped up.
I'm gonna go Rook.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I like that we kind of got the obviously, yeah, it's not Ash, but you know what I mean. We got that kind of same concept and everything, and it just gave us another level of like, oh god damn it, fuck this asshole.
Fede Alvarez needs to get the Dead Space rights.
Oh,
Bro,
yes.
I've been wanting a Dead Space.
I'm
movie
sitting here
since
staring at the background of this. And I'm just like, that's the opening for Dead Space.
That
Like,
would
why
be
can't
great.
these be necromorphs? Why can't
That's what we thought Pandorum was going to be.
Yeah.
No, that's what you
Dude,
wanted Pandorum to be,
Yeah.
which is fine because
I'm sure there's deleted footage somewhere where you're like, oh yeah, okay, man.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you didn't get that.
No, man, if anybody
That
would
would be
ever
great.
actually be able to tackle that,
It'd
that
be
would
Fede
be
Alvarez.
fantastic.
And it'd have to be, you'd have to get like KMB to do full bodysuits of necromorphs. Like you'd have to do the exposed bone hands and shit. Like the full fucking body.
And
the big ones with the exploding stomachs and shit.
Oh yeah, with the babies.
Yeah, and then you need to have the babies. You need to have those little running things on the two arms with the big tail. You need to have all of them.
Dude. Oh, the quote unquote space velociraptor.
And whoever plays Isaac needs to be like ruggedly handsome, but also needs to go full fucking batshit crazy by the end of the fucking movie because he doesn't know what the hell's going on and the marker's possessing him. But anyway,
dude,
Glenn Powell. Anyway,
I could only hope for a fucking Dead Space movie, but that thing would have to be 3 hours fucking long.
would it?
It'd be worth it though.
If it just covers the first game.
If it's just the first game, I mean, it all depends on how much lore you like.
Nobody
lore
would
you
like
go
the
with,
second
right?
game as a movie because of all the religious
The people?
stuff that has to go with. I don't think people will handle that. That's
But
why
see,
I think
that's still part of the first game. It's just not obviously.
it's not as
developed.
heavy. And I think that's
Right,
why
right.
Dune 3 is gonna fail, is because it's like religious heavy. It ends with like religious martyrdom. Like
Oh,
so, like
dude,
they're
I
gonna
can't
look at.
wait for Doom 3, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that shit, dude. Not for that reason, just because it looks bad fucking ass. But,
I know what happens, and it's gonna be cool.
yeah, I'm just gonna slaughter a bunch of motherfuckers with a saw shield. It's gonna be fucking awesome. All right, that takes us to was it scary? You know what? I'm gonna say
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Terrifying.
I feel like this definitely hit the good horror of the first one for sure. Gene, a Warhammer movie would be terrifying as well. That would be awesome, depending on which Warhammer
And
you wanted to go with.
rewatches. Is Aliens even scary?
Aliens.
Yes.
I think there's horror parts in it that get very tense.
I think
but I
it's
don't
an
necessarily know
action
it's
movie with
scary.
with in a horror setting.
elements. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
I
It's got King
rewatched
Jimmy
it,
all over it, right?
Yeah,
So,
I rewatched it with Taryn, and I didn't feel like there was very horror elements. Just, like there's some elements in it that are horror, like whenever you see all the xenomorphs crawling in the. But, yeah,
I feel like that, and maybe like the idea of like Newt getting captured and stuff.
it's
depending
horror
on how you wanna
adjacent
look
for
at-
sure.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it still keeps a little bit of it, but it's got to get that James.
It's
Cameron
not the
80s
first
touch,
movie.
dude. No, those are way too vastly different.
And then people complain
genres,
about the
man.
third movie because of how dark it is and bleak. I mean, not everything's a good happy ending. I mean, these
I
movies
complain
aren't
about
happy
the third
endings.
one because the CGI sucks.
If you watch the assembly cut and forgive the CGI or watch it on VHS, I mean, fuck yeah, man.
I don't know. That doesn't bother me. I like the director's cut when we watched that shit, dude. That was fun.
Mhm.
All right, that takes us to Does it hold up today? Well, I don't even think
Yeah.
that's
It came out 6 months ago. So
Yes, I hope so.
Yes, it does.
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
Well, what you do is you
Ah.
look at Fede's previous work and see how that's held up within the community, and I think that this will be representation of that. Exactly. This will be viewed the same way Evil Dead was viewed.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
movie,
worthy of the franchise.
And you know what?
It's
That's another
not-
one. That's another one that first watch. I didn't like it.
Oh man,
Watching it
loved
again and
it.
again and again.
I loved
fucking-
it the first
I
time.
stood up
That's
and
the first-
cheered at the end of that movie.
Oh, I was so happy with that movie.
Well, after the credits, when I saw Ash, I was like, ah!
That's another
But
dark
during the
movie,
movie, I'm like,
though.
Jesus
That
Christ.
definitely came out like during the tail end of the Darkening.
It was 2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
But goddamn, it was such a good movie. See, I'm glad we rewatched Rise, because when I saw Rise in theaters, I watched 2013 that morning, and man, that just threw off my fucking whole.
Those are two
Gauge
different
of the
flavors
movie.
of
Why.
movies. It's amazing how different Rise is than to Fede's movie. Just
Yeah.
tone wise, like Fede's movie still goes really fucking dark. Like
Yeah.
like buckets. Like there's still buckets, but I feel like it's
That's
just
why-
a difference.
Well, that was my own anticipation, right? Like
Yeah.
I was like, assuming, I was like, all right, well, we had this one. I feel like it's probably going to try to go in the same vein, and I don't know, man. When you haven't watched that 2013 one in a long time, and then you do,
Oh
again,
yeah, like a sack of potatoes.
fuck, bro.
Hits
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Squeamy. Squelchy. All right. How was the acting, boys?
This is
It was
good.
pretty good.
That was great. Everybody hit it right on what they
Especially
needed to.
Andy, man. Like,
Mostly unknown actors. They're not awful.
yeah.
No, they were great.
That's a good point on that one. No, obviously Andy is 100%, man. Like, he gave us a few different roles in this. So
He was on something else prior to this. I'm gonna look that up. That actor.
I just honestly, I love how Andy is at first, but when he just is that more knowledgeable and is like look,
Upgraded.
I fucking I don't know why, but I'm like, yo, that's my guy.
he's cold. Cold.
He's cold, but also at the same time, I'm like, I don't know why. I don't want to trust you, but I kind of have no choice, but I somehow still trust you.
He should have left them and just been like, I'll be back. And just walked
Yeah.
away.
Comes in with
Cinematography.
the blazing. No, you're good. Sorry.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I love
Get a
that this is
nice-
a very red movie. I call this a red movie, not just because.
See,
of
and
the
I feel
background.
like Aliens is blue. Aliens
Yes.
is very blue. This is
Orange.
Orange. He used orange as a color for this.
I was gonna say something that's prevalent in all three aliens is that blue orange thing that at the end, whenever the shit hits the fan, there's that color that's used in all these films, and it's only used in the aliens in this film that make it seem like it's in the Aliens universe. It's void in 3. It's not in Resurrection. It's not in the prequels. It's that coloring that it's the end of the film that makes you feel like you're in the Alien universe. It's the lights. It's the way the footage looks. It's how dirty everything is. It's how sweaty the characters are. It's the entire atmosphere that I feel like is lost in past the third film.
You know,
And I
it's
feel
funny
the-
you mentioned that, and I don't think we even talked about it, is we never talked about the blue film that they like figure out actually emits from them. I never realized that. I don't know if you guys, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the blue light filter that's like the fog on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I always assumed watching Alien, like that was just from like the ship or something like that, not the eggs in itself. And the fact that the xenomorphs
Bioluminescence.
yeah, like I don't know. This movie made me realize like it, obviously like they create that, not obviously
ship. Yeah.
yeah, which I thought that was awesome.
No, it was always intended to be emitted by the aliens
eggs.
themselves. It was supposed
okay.
it was supposed to kind of wake the eggs up from like almost like a hibernation state.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Did we enjoy the premise?
Yep.
Yes.
Of course.
I love the Alien movies, so
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the bad ones, dude. I'll watch them all. I don't care.
but yeah.
I will. I don't give a shit.
I don't rewatch Resurrection or AVPs. I have zero interest in that.
I just watched AVP the other day. It's so cornball, but I love it. I love parts of it. All right. That takes us to, was the climax satisfying?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got two.
100%.
We got that. Like I said, that we got that ending, that false ending type thing, and I like that whole structure.
We got a
return to
twofer.
form. Yeah.
How many false endings did we get in Aliens? Like 3?
It's been a hot minute.
I'm trying to.
Because it's like you're like, yeah, they're out, and then like Nuke gets captured, and they're like, fuck, and then they go back, and then they're like, yeah, they're good. Oh, at least there's 2, because then you get the Queen. So,
Oh, that Queen alien.
That's a good question. It's just structured different than this and the Alien.
oh, absolutely. All right, so that takes us to our R section: recycle, rewind, remake, reboot, or reshelf. Obviously,
Rewind.
Rewind.
All right, and that takes us to our rating, which Brody started us off with a 4.4. Scuba, what you got, brother?
I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
All right. TJ, what do you got, homie?
4.8.
All right. Bob?
4.5 as well.
4.5. Chad Daddy?
I'm sorry, I had a lot of problems with this, so it's a 3.8 for me.
3.8. And I'm going to go a 4.4, which
Divided by 6.
divide that by 6 is 4.4.
Look at that.
All right.
Motherfucker called it again.
Sweet. So that's a 4.4
reasonable.
for 2024's Alien Romulus. Thank you, Steve, for that pick for this week.
Yeah, buddy.
Chad Daddy, what do we cover next week, brother?
Next week is a Brody Kane pick. It's The Orphanage.
Yeah.
Ooh. Heard of it? Never seen it, so I'm excited for
Seen
that.
this
I've never
one,
seen
but
it
I'm not
myself.
sure.
I've never seen it, but I bought it on Blu-ray.
I've never seen
Oh,
it, so
really?
this is going to be interesting.
It is available to rent on Amazon Prime, YouTube, Google Play, Fandango.
All right.
So there you go.
I don't know. I don't know if this will be a first watch or not. I guess we'll find out. That being said, is there anything nerdy to discuss? I got nothing personally, so.
I don't really have anything.
Besides the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer, which has been out now for a bit anyway. A little bit.
Yeah, that looks fun.
It does.
Is it rated
it's
R?
good.
Because I read an article
Yeah,
before
it's going to be rated R.
Okay.
I
They said they
also
wanted to
heard.
go more violent and shit. Blah blah blah.
Well, I heard that they also want to go back to a lot of the horror elements of the book.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, I'm all for that. If they can do it right, I'm all for it.
Like the Tyrannosaurus River scene.
Yep. It's going to be in it.
I-
They already said that that's one of the
I gotta
scenes
read that.
that's going to be in this one.
The only reason Spielberg couldn't do it because he couldn't do it. There was no fucking way to shoot
Yeah.
a Tyrannosaurus swimming in '92. Like, come on.
True. Very true.
There's no CGI in the world that would have made that look good.
Nothing else is really popping on my end, other than Doom Dark
You gotta
Ages.
have that Blu-ray
You
of the
guys,
Guyver. If you
everybody?
don't have the Blu-ray of the Guyver by now, what are you doing with your life? Come on.
Does it have the full rated R version on it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I gotta
If you
get
get the unearthed one.
because I got that last one. And it was that fucking
Where the
PG-13
fuck is mine?
version.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh. Yeah, this one. Collector's edition. This one.
Okay, dude, I fucking love that film.
You guys always talk about. I'm just gonna go buy it.
Yeah, I've never
even
seen it.
seen
Good.
I'm just
It's
gonna
so
buy
good.
it.
good.
It's so good. The effects are amazing. I mean, the movie's not the highbrow.
No,
God
no.
Damn,
not.
is it fun?
Yeah,
Do you know
It's very much a B movie.
we are not highbrow at all on this podcast.
This is true. This is
I
true.
think you
Like,
guys will really enjoy it.
Sweet.
and keep
All
in
right, then
mind
I'm
when
just
I
gonna-
saw this shit was also at like the height of like Power Rangers for me too. So this was like,
Oh yeah, it definitely takes the whole monsters
This-
from Power Rangers type thing.
yeah, this is like dirty Power Rangers.
Kind of like Psycho
Awesome.
Gorman did, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Where can you get that special edition of the guy?
Unearthed.
Gene says it's on Tubi right now as well.
Okay.
Oh shit. If you at least want to watch it. All
I'll
right.
send you a link, Bobby.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, boys?
I got
I
nothing.
got nothing.
That's it. All right. Well, then let's
Nothing else.
let's
Honestly,
close this shop up. Steve, if you want to start us off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, the dean of the deceased, Lord Scuba Copper, saying, I will see you next week. And we're going to talk about the orphanage.
Yeah. TJ, thank you for joining us, homie.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, muchas
Awesome.
gracias.
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Want to,
Stop talking like that. You're going to get deported. Keep talking
wanna-
like that, Chat Daddy.
You want
No me
to
gusta. No me gusta.
you want to shout out anything you're doing right now, brother?
I'll be doing a show tomorrow, Celluloid Psychosis on 1981's Mad Foxes. That's getting a release, a 4K release from Cauldron Film soon. So we wanted to get a jump start and just review that film. It's essentially a rich kid with a Corvette versus neo-Nazi biker gang
Ooh.
with a rape revenge plot.
Oh.
Pretty gnarly.
Actually, I got to ask you because I feel like you
Okay.
would probably have watched this movie because I keep telling these boys about it. I watched it the other. Have you seen The Greasy Strangler?
I know of it.
Have you?
I have not watched it. I tried to start watching it, and I was just like, "Oh my god!"
It was. I don't know, man. Like I told these boys, it was like an hour and a half long. Tim
That's
and
like
Eric
that
skit,
one
dude.
movie I watched where that guy like sucks a bunch of stuff up with his ass, and he goes around and like,
Oh my
he's on the run from the cops because he like sucked a kid up in his ass, and the kid's missing.
What
And,
the
like-
fuck are you watching?
I can't remember what it was now.
That's a
Wow.
Disney movie, right?
No, you have to look it up. It's a movie. It's a guy with like a
I
giant.
am not
head in his
looking that.
ass.
I am not
Googling.
looking that up.
He has
No.
a-
I'm not
Man,
getting an
sucks some
FBI
kid
call.
with
And it,
ass. I am not
sucks
googling
No.
in
that
his
shit.
ass, and it goes into the void in his ass.
No,
And the
no,
cops are
thank you.
chasing him because he has
That
this
sounds like-
thing.
that
It's
sounds like
Make
real.
sure
something
you
on
put it in a
Fox
private browser before you search.
Yeah,
that
Googling
shit.
that will get
It's
you
a
on
real
an FBI
movie.
watch
I'm not
list.
making it up.
I believe it. I believe it. There's
Hey,
some
you know what?
shit-
That
listen,
sounds like it's got. Please tell
You
me
know
the
what?
name is called.
But you know
Gape or
what?
something.
Even if you
Gaping
Google
hole.
"man sucks things with ass," I don't want to see the results.
right? Because you're gonna get goatsy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just, you're gonna get fucking broken jars and buttholes. It's just not good time. Oh, fucking
Look
A.
at DJ looking it up.
If you could only see one comedy about a man who can make things disappear inside his butt, make it this. It's called Butt Boy from 2019.
There you go.
That's recent is a problem.
Where can we watch that, TJ?
Well,
The
Butt
more
Boy
you
from
know.
2019. Is it on Hulu?
Oh
Oh
my
my god,
God.
I would love if it's on Hulu. Let me
You know
look
what?
that up real quick.
Here's the movie of the week right there.
Boy.
If it's on
I'm gonna click-
Hulu, I want to know how.
Oh my god,
Disney
it's
got
free on
that license.
Tubi. It's free
Oh
on
my
Tubi.
Tubi comes through again.
Butt Boy 2019.
Ah.
Perfect. Love it. All right, Bob. Reins are yours, bud.
This is your killing machine, Bobby. God damn it. This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying we'll see you next week for Butt Boy instead of this movie.
Fucking
We're gonna make a
reviewing that.
change. We're gonna do Butt Boy, and then we're gonna get flagged, and shit's gonna go. You guys have a good week. We'll see you next Monday. Please like and share, and tell your friends about us too, and check us out on all podcast platforms.
Chad
Hey,
Daddy.
thank you. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying join us next week, not for Butt Boy, but for the orphanage. And to all you fellas out there with ladies and vice versa, or ladies with ladies, or fellas with fellas,
Especially
Happy
ladies and
Valentine's.
ladies.
especially ladies with ladies, sometimes with ladies and gentlemen both. Happy Valentine's Day to all.
Oh,
Yes, happy
And-
Valentine's Day.
Happy
And-
VD.
yeah. Wait, what was that? Oh, VD. Yes, not ED.
Don't say
I was
DP.
say no. That's
No,
not
no,
never,
V-
never a
no.
happy, that's never a happy
V-
situation.
VD's not happy either.
No, not at all. All right. I have your not to be Fluff Masters Brief saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fun and awesome podcast. Watch The Orphanage. Join us back next week and give us your thoughts. With that being said, thank you once again and stay fresh cheese bags.
Pick up
Alien
your
penis.
butt.
Alien penis.